everyone, and welcome to Prestige Encounters, the Dungeons & Dragons campaign, brought to you by Lich Souls Gaming. I am your Dungeon Master, Salkos, also known as Michael, and Lich Souls himself. And we have an exciting session in store for you tonight, but before we get to all that, we have a few announcements to get through. First and foremost, a lot of the music you'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you can be using at your tables at home. For more information, go to midnightsyndicate.com. If you are in our Twitch chat, we have a nifty little command, !midnight, for a clickable link if spelling is too hard for you and you only want to spell half of it. That's !midnight. You can find their music videos on YouTube, watch their, listen to music on Spotify, and even ask your Amazon Alexa device to play Midnight Syndicate right now. And they also have their music on Apple Music. Midnight Syndicate are the creators of the original Dungeons & Dragons soundtrack, and they also create ambient and spooky music for some of the most popular theme parks here in Ohio for their haunt weekends at Kings Island and Cedar Point. Now part of the Six Flags family, but they're not the ones sponsoring us. Midnight Syndicate is, so pay attention to that part. So that's cool. Also, we have art. A lot of the art for all the art for the characters themselves specifically have been made by Jeremiah, who is Aspen in our last campaign and Diablo in this campaign, and he's been making our character art since campaign 2, which all of the recordings of that campaign can be found on our YouTube channel and the podcast network, by the way. So if you want to commission Jeremiah for your own artwork, do that by joining our Discord. You command !Discord in our Twitch chat or lichsouls.com/Discord to say, hey, I want you to make art for me, and he will for a very reasonable price. So yeah, that's cool. You might be noticed we are missing Caleb tonight. He will be with family this evening. And Josh will be playing his character in case the party gets into any trouble. Killian is also off camera, but he's here, so have no fear that your favorite goblin is in fact here. So don't worry about that. And yeah, that is what we have going on for our players this evening. And what else do we got? We have really cool sub badges now. Her name is Willow. She's a will-o-wisp that you level up by being a subscriber for many months. So that's Willow. We have all of our emotes for the new characters added to the emotes for subscribers. Followers have emotes. We also have all of the animated emotes in there. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free to one channel a month of your choice. And we would love if you subscribe to us because our emotes are really cool and worth it, in my personal humble opinion. And it's also September, so subscriptions can be up to like what, 25% off. That's amazing. The
subscribe on your PC. Don't subscribe on mobile.
Don't subscribe on mobile. They cost extra. If you subscribe on PC, it's way better. So yeah,
sorry Apple and Google.
I'm not. I give you enough of my money anyway. So there's that, and I don't think we have any other announcements. Do you have any other announcements?
No, we just hope that you have a great time tonight, like we are about to.
Oh, we're gonna have the best of times. So everybody, grab your drinks, grab your snacks as we welcome you to our table, and we are now beginning session 3 of Prestige Encounters Campaign 3. And here to tell us what happened last week, in his very own words, are none other than Daka himself. Take it away, Daka.
Yeah, thanks. Last time, this halfling thief just stole all our gold and we chased right after him. But before he flees, Diablo gets a good look at him and he can draw a picture of his face. On top, he saw the Watcher symbol. So we take that lead, go down to the very poor part of this city, and after asking around, we are led to the Watcher's enclave. This leader, Ilarion, is a nice guy, but oh my goodness, is he very dirty here. He helps us find the halfling Gregory, who already spent some of our gold on helping poor kids. Yeah, we forgive him what he spent and just take the rest back. Then we take our leave, and I see ghosts with antlers. They scarily mock and remind me of what happened to Zook. As if I could ever forget that. Bloody devil. Valerie helps me understand that those creatures are called heralds. Need to explore that more. Needing more funds for this very expensive city, we proceed with going into the mines for clearing out monsters and finding alchemical ingredients. Ornar leads us along into a den with very big spiders. These so-called phase spiders have a peculiar ability of disappearing and reappearing. Dangerous, but very interesting. These spiders seem to prefer Crown, so it has a real hard time staying afoot. Maybe something of his body attracts them. Have to note that down to investigate. Renatus can summon ghostly versions of himself that can physically interact with the material plane. Very interesting. Need to be researched as well. After the fight, the others seem exhausted and we take a little rest. And for entertainment, Valerie sings some song. She has a really relaxing voice. Rested, Ornar leads us again into the tunnels. Back to you, GM.
Thank you so much, Daka. So, and that is in fact where we're going to pick up from last week. You all find yourselves in the caves of the mines beneath the city of Ilnira. And you have this feeling of unease as you've been tasked to kill monsters that have been showing up here throughout the tunnels. And granted, most of these monsters can be put to blame of just how large the city is. Monsters are going to be in the city at some point, like just because it's so large and hard to police, but also the Underdark as well. There have been moments of gas pockets have shot out from the cave system as well with this poisonous gas, and you know that the path ahead is uneasy. So before we officially continue, I want everybody to make sure that you accounted for your short rest, your health is updated, and we're going to continue on.
So you should be all okay, I believe. Everything, you all look well rested and healed. Is that true? Don't all
Yeah.
at once, huh?
I'm feeling a whole lot better than I was a couple hours ago.
How quick
So-
you got your mojo back.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Renatus?
Feeling fine.
That's what I expected to hear. Okay. Well, the other three don't really matter, so let's head off.
So who is taking the lead here? Seeing how Ornar is present, but his mind seems elsewhere at the moment.
Anybody else perceptive?
Well, if one of you can carry me, I could look through Gitz's eyes. That would help with flying further down the line, and that would work.
You have somebody's eyes on you? You took
Well-
an eye?
I think he's talking about the bat.
Yeah, I'll point out at this little bat flying just around you.
Yeah, we haven't introduced him yet.
So he lands by hanging on my hand.
This is Gitz. He's my familiar.
So get out of here.
No. Gitz, not get out of here.
Sorry, it's an easy pun to make. Okay. Well, I mean, say, Ona looks a little distracted, so maybe if you, piggyback on his shoulders, he looks big and metallic, and it'll give him something to do.
Okay. Ornar, is that okay with you?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Well, let's go in now.
Do we?
The thing is with the familiar is I can see through its eyes, which makes me blind and deaf, so I will just be speaking out loud what I can see, but I cannot respond to you, so don't be freak.
Okay, so we're gonna do this, but Diablo, do you want to maybe walk in front of them in case you need to stop them from accidentally walking into a pit trap? Something.
I mean, I I can walk next to them. I think that'll probably achieve the same goal.
Okay.
All right, can I get a perception check for your familiar and a perception check from Diablo, please? Since he has dark vision as a tiefling.
Yes.
Yeah.
So not good.
And-
That's what that is.
4.
And the bat has blind sight. Just a reminder. And I get advantage on that. So
Mhm.
cool. Where is it there? Wisdom. Advantage roll.
I just want to throw out there, well, I can. We've only got 4 hours left on the aid.
Okay.
That's a 7/7.
Noted. So the party continues to walk forward. You don't notice any of the resources that the Alchemist Guild has a list for while you're continuing down these caves. But as you continue on down, eventually, you, without Gets noticing, there is Diablo. Your foot kicks something.
He looks down.
You kneel down and you see a dismembered arm, currently still gripping a pickaxe.
Oh shit! Somebody's arm is here. I don't think they left it here on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Is there like a blood trail going
Make an
anywhere?
investigation check.
Okay. I've whispered that by accident. But it is a 15.
15. There is a blood trail, and as you follow it, you turn the corner and you see where the remainder of the corpse is. Their body is hanging from the ceiling of this cave that is tied. They have been dismembered from multiple appendages, and they're all tied together by this humanoids. This dwarvish man's intestines are now kind of holding as like a corpse chandelier from the ceiling. The only sound at this point, other than the breathing of your companions, is the small dripping sound of the blood splattering onto the floor, collecting pool below.
But that's unpleasant. Oh, okay.
Mm.
Okay.
This
So
is
now just swing your big sword and bring that body down.
Yeah, he'll pull out a sword and start cutting at the intestines.
As Renata steps forward, the eyes of the head of this dwarf snap open. Go back. Do not proceed further. Only death awaits you.
We all heard that, I assume.
Oh yeah. The eyes like had this this blackish green glow to them, and as these words are spoken, they fade.
Well, you heard the man.
Yep, let's head back to it.
I think there was a nice tavern back in town if you guys want to hit that up real quick.
I
Guys,
believe we should try solve this
to
problem.
escort the merchant to another city. I think we'll take that instead.
guys, come on, give me a second. This was something in arcane nature. I am very interested. So
Okay.
let me see what this is.
And I'll like snap out of Gits and climb off Ornar. And
Appreciate the call of adventure.
Well, it is a bloody mess, but still, a bodiless body, the headless body talking is at least interesting to investigate.
Can I, in fact, get a wisdom saving throw from everybody, please?
Ah, shit.
Yeah, sure.
Ooh.
Oh
I
my
actually have
god.
Let me
A
just
5,
roll.
a 3, a 4, an 11,
I
a
got
10, a 12.
got
okay.
this.
I
So-
have proficiency too.
10.
So, Renata's Diablo and Cram, this is incredibly unsettling to you. You feel like this surge of stress and pain at the back of your skull. It's similar to fear and anxiety, like just like pounding within the back of your head, and you are incredibly uneased by this. You're gonna start seeing movements in the shadows that aren't really there, as your sanity is kind of your psyche is damaged by this temporarily.
Yeah, I think maybe we should head back. Yeah, I get this might be fascinating to you for some reason, Daka, but we shouldn't stick around.
Absolutely not.
Well, I haven't investigated yet. I understand that we want to go back and not go further, but at least let me find out what it is for the next people.
As far as I'm concerned, it's just bad news.
It's this is was it only people who are like under 10 who were really broken?
Yeah, so 10 was the save on this.
I mean, we did come down here to kill dangerous things. It is scary and like I am uncomfortable, but Diablo, why are you being such a bitch?
Can I get an Arcana check from Daka, please?
Yeah.
And I suggest you eat some chocolate. That really helps out.
Wait a second. There's Dementors here?
16 for your Arcana check. As you're examining this, there is definitely works of necromancy here, which is interesting because you were told that there were monsters down here that were killing miners. This is something with an intelligence, at least.
Yeah. So I'll like.
Crown? Come over.
Yes.
Look at this.
I would not.
Yeah, I know you. I know it's scary, but if you look at it right here and right here, that shouldn't be connected somehow. But magically, there is necromancy at work here.
Hmm.
And
But-
didn't they tell us there's monsters? This does not relate to a monster, right? This is smart.
So are you saying that someone's targeting the miners on purpose?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm saying. You got me right on the head on the nail.
But why? Why?
Really good question, and we can only follow that question and we follow down the trail, right?
Turn around to the others.
Do you get our train of thought here?
So you're saying this is not a monster. What are you implying this is? Because you have not been fully clear. This is obviously a dead man who just spoke to us, so...
If I had to guess that there is a spell at work to ward off the area to be investigated by courageous adventurers like us to keep their experiments safe. And if I have to guess even more, I'd say there's some kind of wizard or other knowledgeable magic caster that knows its way at least a little about necromancy.
We did just fight the wizard who was part of the ring that kidnapped you, so there's possibility there's necromancy. And then
There was? Oh, that was that lightning. I did not see a body.
the man from the Sargisian Empire.
Yeah, maybe. And they said miners are disappearing. This seems more reasonable than just a specific monster being very aggressive against miners.
So, necromancy or the undead at work is not a good thing for the mines. Normally, when you kill a monster or a man, they stay dead, but when they come back, this is a repetitive problem. And more dangerous than we are being paid for.
Oh,
If they are setting up bodies and warnings. They might be more scared of what comes after them.
Like us?
Could just be a...
I'll point at the Renatus and Diablo. Like,
Okay, more like you.
It's yes, to keep the average person away from looking further, we might be very close to something very interesting. And I know Renatus, you seem to like to slash the dead things, so I assume a necromancer or undead wizard would be up your field.
And on the topic of necromancy, your ghostly visage, does that fall in the same category? I have not seen that spell yet. That was impressive, by the way.
My echo is completely under my own control.
That does not answer my question of necromancy.
That's something you can study when we are not in the middle of a mine.
Well,
Renatus does not work with the undead.
Oh, I don't mind. That's, for me, it's just a spell of schools, and I'm fine with that.
If that was the case, he wouldn't be running with us.
No?
No. We are, let's just say that the undead are not, not going to be our companions anytime soon. At least not with Diablo and Renatus.
Okay, you got problems with undeads. Understood. Note that down. And your thing is not necromantic in nature.
Think of my echo more of a... basically as a magical image of myself.
It's certainly an interesting thing, and I've never thought to ask too much about it because it's useful.
Well, Renatus was half Renatus. Well, you're big. You can like work with half of yourself. Still gives enough. But yeah, that's. Can you call it right now? Is it that cool?
I'd rather much not
Okay.
like to do that. I can only do
But
it
you could.
a certain number of times a day. Yes, if I wanted to, yes, I could call it right now.
So, really quick, is Diablo like mentally? I know he's kind of spooked because of what just happened. Is he mentally able to continue on this?
Yes. So this is more so a role playing status effect where you're not, you don't have the frightened condition, but you're starting to see things. You're starting to like hallucinate a little bit. Like you might see something skitter into the corner of your eye or stuff like that. So that's more for flavor than anything.
You might be talking a bit of sense. If there's some ne'er-do-well who can do all this mumbo jumbo near us, we ought to put an end to that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
You definitely should.
We definitely should.
But I mean, he's the big guy. He's good at punching things, what I can see.
Yes, and you're good at making things explode, so, we each have our own strength.
Yes, I'm the big guy.
Yes, he is the big, fantastically incredible Diablo.
Thanks for the compliment. Yeah.
Yeah, let's, I was just getting a little bit of pre-show jitters. You know how it is. Let's go find this, piece of shit.
And let's move carefully from here because a warning like that is just a precursor.
Yeah.
For watchers and traps.
It's a pretty flashy entrance. No, I'll shine that, no problem.
Shall we proceed?
Yeah, let's keep moving.
So, have you encountered others undead yet that you have aversion against them?
Oh yeah, let's not get into that right now, though. It's for my memoir.
You can write?
That's of course.
Yeah, I can write, I can draw, I can play the guitar like a master. Definitely not as much of a master as Valerie here, but
Yeah, it's great when we do dueling guitar stuff.
Yeah, we witnessed your arts. That was really good.
Okay.
And I can't assume that everybody can write.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, I've met plenty of people that can't, but I'm one of them that can. Maybe not super well, but you know. But their bodies ain't getting any colder. We should probably find them.
yes, Renatus, are you still able to cut it down?
Yeah,
No, you know what? Let's cut it down on the way back, just in case. Maybe it might set off an alarm.
Okay. Can I get a perception check from whoever is leading once again?
I'll take.
We
it
just
this time.
all right.
18.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a good one. Nice work.
Very nice.
As you continue to walk down this cave, you start to notice that there are more splatters of blood. Some appear more dry than others. Some appear more to be more fresh, but some of it just has dried to the point where it's starting to turn into a dust and kind of erode away with the water and the moisture that's within this cave network. And eventually, about 20 or so minutes later, the cave comes to an end, a dead end.
Strange.
Hmm.
They said only death waits ahead. I guess a dead end would count as death.
Diablo will look behind everybody as we reach that dead end.
You look behind you, and for a moment, you feel like there is someone standing within the shadow just beyond your vision in the dark. And you blink, and it's gone.
Ugh.
I'll look at the lower parts. I'll go left around. Can you taller people look at the upper parts? There might be some hidden ways behind dark corners.
I'm going to assume just that based on... Is there like any gore on the floor that seems to be coming from nowhere? Like as if it was coming from under the rock wall up
Make
ahead?
an investigation check.
Sure.
You are staring at the wall with 14, and you notice that it's very close to the color of the surrounding cave, but it's just slightly off by a shade or two.
That's interesting. And does there look like there's any like mechanism or
As you reach up
anything
to
like
feel the wall for a mechanism, your hand passes through it.
oh, look at this. She pushes her hand in, and does it pull it when she pushes it in?
Yep, it's an illusion.
We have an illusory wall. This is
Impressive.
everyone.
Good that you found that.
Let's be very, very quiet. This would be if you are going to have a secret lair where you would hide.
And it confirms our theory. There's like one alarm thing and then a secret door.
Yes.
You know, in my opinion, all this illusion mumbo jumbo really takes the fun out of playing pretend. It's a shortcut.
Sometimes you just have to deal with shortcuts, especially when it comes to us magic type. And so Valerie is going to carefully push through. She's got her large fan in hand, though it's not like open.
Okay. Can I get an investigation check from you again, Valerie, since you're leading? the way in.
Of course.
Can I help?
Sure. With advantage, please. As you and Daka step through this illusory wall with a 22 for your investigation, you're about to take another step when Daka notices a slight shimmer on the floor. Very faint glyph that you're about to step on.
Careful. You see that? Left foot right there.
Is that a magical trap?
Not sure.
Make an
Can you
Arcana
look-
check.
Oh, perfect.
And Valerie will assist with that as well.
Even more perfect.
This is
Wow, you're +7.
a spell known as a glyph of warding. And based on this one, if it were to be stepped on, it would have done quite a bit of cold elemental damage.
Oh, oof! That was a close call. So for explanation, this is a so-called glyph of warding. You expend a lot of time and a lot of money, and you
Okay.
put a lot of the magic into it. And if you step on this one, this will explode. And then what?
Puts her hand over her fingers. Y'all going into a dangerous place? Step on this, cold, bad. I understand.
Oh yeah,
Slow
but
down.
if there's one, there's probably more.
Yes, well, that's the practicum is not what I'm super concerned about. I do understand the concept a little bit, but not step on the ward, so we all had to be very careful as we step forward. Now, do you know how to disable it without setting it off, or we just have to circumvent?
That is a proper question.
Do I know how to disable it and set it instead of set it
Going off
off?
your Arcana check 20, it would either need to be triggered remote, like from a distance, or be dispelled. You can also just walk around it.
Yeah, there's several options. And guessing from your look on your face, you don't want a long explanation. I'll give you the short one. I cannot dispel it at this moment.
Skilled enough, okay.
So there's two other options: walk around it or shoot it from afar.
Well,
What
I'm going to
set
say
it off?
I'm going to say shooting it is going to reveal us more than the talking we're doing right now is doing. So let's circumvent and move on.
Yeah. I'll just get out some chalk I have, and I'll draw a little circle around it so we don't step on it on our way in, and we don't step on it on our way out. So now I'm gonna now you got good eyes, and we're gonna look for more of these, and do this very slowly. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Of course. We also need to be looking out for martial traps, but this does seem to be a magician's trick. So
Quite the little spellcaster we have here. I believe if we've made it this far in and they have this many traps, they're going to already know we're here.
I assume he's a little bit more than a little spellcaster. This is something bigger and very expensive to pull off, and a permanent illusion wall. That's like a bigger thing too, and a dead body that talks on. Well, that's a little bit higher magic too. So,
So what
I've
you're
seen
saying-
this. I've know it from books, but I cannot cast it yet myself.
okay, so you should be teaching then.
No, he should be teaching me.
You know, all that studying and they never study how to take a punch better.
Or a hint. Let's try to move forward carefully. Thank you for the information. It is very interesting to pick at your mind, and we will pick at it at a more opportune mind. So Valerie's going to push forward, keeping an eye out for more glyphs and physical traps.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so you continue to enter into this area, and it's not much of a hallway, but eventually you find yourself in a more constructed room rather than a cave. There are 4 stone tables, at one at each corner, a little bit offset from the corner of the room, and they have these corpses on them that are currently bleeding onto the floor, kind of being collected in this central well. But the interesting thing about these corpses is that there are many appendages and parts that have been sewn together. One of these corpses is a collection of about 5 or 6 legs that have been all sewn into this lower half, with 2 decaying heads on its shoulders that are kind of slack, with 2 arms and 1 protruding from the chest, as well as these number of stitch marks and incisions have been stitched up all across the body. Another one is another collection of different humanoid parts that have been assembled together to form one, what would be a regular sized human, but not quite there, as all the skin tones are slightly mismatching, and you can tell that the parts are all from different sources to create one being. And the smell of the sickly sweet smell of rot just hangs in the air.
Who could do this to these poor people? They're, well, monsters now.
And I suppose we're probably about to find out. Try not to disturb anything, because these bodies might still have life in them.
My bet is them Sanguisian some bitches.
Diablo,
Yeah.
can you make a proper drawing of this? Your vision angle, like, and you're good with the pen or with the chalk?
Oh yeah, I mean I can draw, but I'm not sure I want to remember this.
Well, it's less for you and more for the guys who hired us, because telling them, "Oh, we found a stitched up body," is kind of hard to imagine if you have no point of reference, and this is kind of a big deal, I'd say.
I'll save it in my mental vault until it comes up. I don't think now's the time to whip out the pen and paper.
Okay, but just that way, like, there's details here, and then there's details that thing over there, and then
Okay.
you definitely need those tools, and then what?
I understand, man. We're kind of in
the
a
table size.
We are in a little hollow room. Let's try to figure out who is creating this mess, and then after, if we survive, you are free to draw whatever you like.
For reference purposes, I do have a sort of visual for you.
That map is a little red.
Holy moly.
Yeah, so that's fine.
There's just
That's
a
a
collection
little-
of discarded body parts and organs
Little bit
across the
ominous.
floor.
Yeesh,
Yeah.
clean up an aisle here.
Yeah. Oh, Valerie's gonna be sick a little bit in her mouth, and just go. Let's figure this out and get out of here. It smells like. I don't even know. I don't have a frame of reference for this much horror. So I assuming we're starting by that like door there.
On the right hand side, yeah.
Yeah. Do you want us to drop ourselves on the map for now,
Please,
or?
you feel free to explore the room and investigate what you want to collect before you move on.
Yes. Well, we're going to assume. Are there any like implements or tools, or like should we be looking for like tools or notes or books? I assume anything that might give us an idea of whose laboratory this is.
Make an investigation check as you're kind of looking around the room. In fact, everybody can make investigation checks.
Yeah,
To see
I
what
would
you can
personally like
find.
to start with the writing on the floor.
Okay.
Oh, natural 20.
Just a 10. Valerie is throws up again.
Okay. So you go across the room to the table on the far left-hand side, Valerie, making sure to avoid the pool of blood in the center where this is kind of all draining into. The sound of your boots is, I guess, it's a slick surface as you're trying not to slide on this freshly spilled bodily fluid. And yeah, so go ahead and move your token over there. There are a number of instruments here. Those, make a medicine check for me on the far left-hand side of the map.
That's me, sorry.
That's you, Valerie.
Yeah, medicine.
This table.
My brain is my brain shut off a little bit.
It's okay.
Table right here. Is it the one I'm by? Sorry.
Yep.
I didn't see your ping, so cool. Medicine. That is a thing that I can definitely not do correctly. 21.
21. You've noticed that a lot of these tend to be embalming tools, as if they're trying to preserve the body for whatever they are constructing on these different tables, whatever experimentation they might be committing. But there's also like sewing tools. There's needles with a very thick thread that surgeons might use to close up wounds after a surgery, that sort of thing. But in different wires and metal pieces to fasten things to other things, and that's all you really find over here. What else did we get? Diablo, you're looking around the room and you don't really find much from your collection. Cram, we'll get to you last because you got the natural 20, and Daka with your 13. The writing on the floor is, what languages do you speak?
With this sheet, Draconic, Goblin, and Common.
So you don't quite know what this writing is, but you would be able to copy it down and perhaps translate it. Does anybody here speak Abyssal?
Oh, I do.
You speak Abyssal?
I speak Abyssal. Yeah.
So as you're writing this down to be translated later, Renatus walks over and the writing is a fairly simple thing. It reads, "A temple to our Lord, Blue Garad."
So while I'm noting down, and you just like, and having a torch, you just walk over and read this out. Like,
Wow, you can read this? You
Yes.
are. Don't get this the wrong way, but we are way more useful than I assumed. So, great.
I mean,
No, that was a compliment.
sorry, that was not in character. My bad.
Does that name mean anything to you?
From a.
that's a good question. Does that name mean anything to me? From
make a religion check.
Yes, please.
Make a religion check.
Come on, a big number now.
19. That's good. Bugharad is known as the demon prince or god of madness.
Does this mean more to me?
No, not in particular.
Okay, then I like.
Damn it. Oh, for your question, this is just the Demon Lord of Madness. Not the right one.
Just?
Yeah,
You mean
just.
not the right one.
Well, I'm looking for a specific one. This is not the one.
Sorry, you're looking for a specific demon prince for any specific reason?
Well, I'm not sure if it's a demon prince or a devil, but yeah, I'll explain that later.
Yes, that sounds like a story for another day.
Cram, as you're investigating the writing on this floor, from the grate in the wall up here, Hello? Is anybody there?
Guys, I think we've got maybe someone that's alive, and I'll start making my way over there.
On your way over, you see a figure kind of step into the light because you are still carrying a torch because you don't have dark vision, and it is a small elven girl that has cuts across her arms. Her face is bruised. Her hair is matted and dirty from what you can imagine. She's been here for a few days at least, and there's just like this foul smell from inside this cell that she is currently in. What are you doing here? Are you here to help me? Did my parents send you?
Can I try and read her body language of, is she like actually scared, or is she like just trying to...
That's very smart of you. You can't trust anybody I show you. Ever.
Some people do just call me genius. That's a 4. She's gone.
She seems scared. Hard to read, but
No, I wasn't sent by your parents, but yes, we can definitely help you. Can someone open this gate, please?
Diablo will walk over, stepping around all the nastiness on the floor. Is it a locked gate, or like is there?
Locked. It is a iron gate. It is locked. That's all I have for you.
Is there a clear like padlock or anything, or is it a different
It's padlocked.
type of?
So it's like a sewer grate almost, but a door.
Yeah.
This is no condition for a child. We need to get them out of here. The horrors they must have seen are unthinkable.
Yeah, you're right. Let's try to find a way to get her out of here. Hold on, let me try to strong arm this.
Diablo's gonna grab the padlock and just try to yank it off.
Make a strength check.
That's a 10. I don't think he does that.
Pull on the padlock and it does not come apart.
Valerie's gonna walk over and be like, "Okay, big strong man."
Yeah, I can't really get good footing on all this blood and bile and stuff,
I do appreciate that, and she takes out thieves' tools and picks the lock.
You get the still check, sleight of hand, add your proficiency.
Sleight of hand. It's
15.
more than 15. Yeah, plus
15
proficiency.
is the
Yeah.
DC that you needed. Valerie,
17.
taking out her thieves' tools, picks the lock, and the door, very like nails on a chalkboard sound, opens up as it's very rusted, probably from all the blood.
We probably should have asked Holnar to use some of the oil he uses on his joints for the hinge there. You need oil, right? Oh, he's still focused. Never mind.
I don't know how long I've been down here.
Is it 1,000 years?
Wait, is she sane?
I'm just like looking from where I am over.
I did see Demon Lord of Madness.
She seems
Yeah,
fine.
demon lord or not, I don't think many people are gonna be sane after this.
Well, she sounds coherent.
Let's
Now you can be coherent and insane.
let her go.
Damn it, I can't disagree with that one.
We're like the worst saviors. She's not a bad person. We're just like, are you sane?
She's gonna step away from you guys, quite nervous. Why would you ask that?
Because this is an insane place.
Because the goblin man does not understand decorum. So
No,
are you-
listen, he ain't mean nothing by it. Look at me, do I look sane? I'm purple and my clothes are all bright. Take an insane person to put this outfit together.
safe.
She will walk over to the table that you were investigating Valerie, and pick up one of the like the forceps.
Yeah.
What were they doing to people here?
Let's not worry about that. We got to get out of here. You okay with that? We get you back to your parents?
Her back is still turned to you, and can I get an investigation check from you, please, Diablo?
All right.
Okay.
12.
12. You notice that on her back, where like there's her this tunic is just like tied together. One of the cuts, and the skin is kind of like peeling off, as if rotten. And at this point, without turning around, her head will snap backwards with a crack.
Why would I want to leave? This place is beautiful.
Yep.
And her body continues to crack and contort as her arms and legs extend out and snap as she crawls up the ceiling and onto the walls, and her head turns around and looks down at all of you as they roll back, and she lets out a screech. At this point, the bodies on the tables start to crack and come to life. And with that, everybody, it is time to roll for initiative.
We don't have
knew it,
like
man.
time to like look at Crom with that. What the fuck, man?
Look, I'm just a robot, man. I don't understand children.
It's like
I'm just a little robot.
Valerie before
Little
we roll,
robot
she
guy.
goes, you just have to set off every trap.
Yeah, right. And I have no decorum.
So right now there are as she crawls up this wall, her skin begins to fall off as this long stringy hair is revealed. Her eyes are milky white with these jagged teeth that protrude out from her mouth. She has very narrow rib cage with a bulbous stomach, and gray rotten flesh hangs off of this mangled corpse with these long claws that protrude out. She is currently on the ceiling, which is about 20 feet above all of you, and that is what she looks like. Let me enlarge the token for a second, just so you guys can see this terrifying creature.
Are there like
Oh,
folks
okay. You
in
can
this room?
you can,
like,
you can scale that back down now.
Looks
yeah,
like
no,
her, yeah.
that's
After the club lights came on.
Yeah. That was just like my ex-wife.
Oh gosh. So, everybody, is everybody on the initiative board?
Still gotta, I guess, get on there, but
Let me roll initiative for my creatures.
Is that like one undead bigger than the rest?
Yes. There's only 3 creatures on the map. The other 2 do not come alive.
Is that like a pool of like bodies in the middle? Like that's not just floor. That's
So
like
about
a
this, everybody, the entire floor here is considered difficult terrain as it is a slick surface and covered in blood, as I mentioned earlier. So keep that in mind, because that is a hazard of this map. The entire center there, that circle that I said was draining into, is in fact a pool of blood. It is about waist deep, you can imagine. You can't quite know, but it is also has floating bits and pieces and flesh in there as well. Think of it as like a
drowning pool of bodies.
A corpse chili, I was gonna say. So that is that.
So Crom, I need you to loop
I'm glad-
the
thank
monsters
you.
around that like thing over here, and we're gonna work on opening the door.
There's no pallets, man. There's no pallets.
Yo, this chick is totally tunneling me. Wait, no, Michael, please, I can't break another pair of headphones.
You guys take a hit. I'm on death hook, please.
So, starting at the top of initiative, we have Diablo with a 21, and then we're going to have Renatus on deck. Take it away.
all right. So, what we said that the entire floor is difficult terrain.
Correct.
All right, and these creatures are properly sized?
Correct.
Okay.
The larger one is the one with the 5 legs, and the 2 arms and 2 heads, and the smaller one is the one with the 3 arms and the 2 legs.
All right. I'm gonna measure some stuff out really quick just to see how well I can do this.
I feel like I did warn everybody that this was gonna be a more messed up campaign.
Yeah, but I wasn't thinking the first child I met. It's gonna be evil.
Well,
Actually, I did think that, but then Cram didn't know. Buses.
All right.
Ram is innocent.
Here we
I
go.
love him.
Okay, so yeah, only one Diablo can get to, I believe, is one with a bunch of legs. So Diablo will dash using 1 point of his mojo for Step of the Wind. And he'll use all his movement to get right there. And he's going to use his attack action to grapple.
Okay.
So, contested athletics or acrobatics check for Mr. however many legs.
22.
All right. That's a 19, so that fails.
All right, so as you try to grab the flesh is slippery and grotesque. As you try to hold on to it, it manages to like snap its shoulders out of place and slide out from your grasp and snap them back in. Oh. As it does so.
All right. And that'll be his turn.
All right, it's now Renanus' turn.
All right, cool. Let's see here. Yeah, so I will follow suit and go after this guy because he's really the only one I can reach. Right about there. First things first, bonus action, summon my Echo. Be like right next to me. Right there. Or actually, he'll be right there. So I can do what I want to do. Let's see here. Let's see. And I'm, casting Booming Blade on my Sword, with which I will then attack with. Yeah, I'll say it's a two-handed attack. 17.
17 will hit.
Cool. For 6 slashing.
So as you slash at this creature, your blade just bounces off of it.
Ugh. Great. That's fine.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is
well,
this a magical sword?
It is. It's
oh,
plus 1.
No, it hits.
Hey, let's go. All right.
Who
Then
approved
the
that?
Echo. Then the Echo will attack. 13.
13 will hit.
All right. Ooh, 14 slashing.
14 points of slashing damage, okay?
And then. Yeah. Action Surge. Wait, have I already used that?
You used that last
You
session.
used it last session, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
But we
we had a short rest, so we're good. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and
There you
Action
go.
Surge and attack once more.
Action splurge on that action surge.
That's a nat 1.
Not one. Don't worry, I'm not gonna make you roll on the table this time.
Thanks.
That will miss.
Cool. but since I still did attack, Echo gets another chance. 18
18 will hit.
for 12 additional slashing.
12 slashing damage. All right. Renato's quickly doing a total of 32 points of damage in that turn.
Nice.
That'll be it for me.
All right. It is now the one golem's turn. It is going to.
It's a flesh golem.
Speed.
I don't know if it's actually a flesh golem. It's just what I want to call it.
I mean, it is using the token of the flesh golem, but it is not statted that way.
Yeah,
But it's gonna make its attack against you.
it probably hits.
So let's go ahead and roll. Bop, 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 bop. That is gonna be a 12 to hit.
No, that misses.
All right, it's as it takes its second arm and slams down. That is gonna be a 26 to hit.
No, that misses.
That 20,
Did you-
26 hits.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was worth a try, right?
it was worth a try. For that, it's gonna be a critical hit. Just kidding.
Please don't.
But 18 points of bludgeoning damage. Not 18.
Ow.
Sorry. Wait, math. 15 points of bludgeoning damage. My bad.
Both of those are bad. I'm immune to damage. Thanks. That hurts a lot.
Womp.
She's at half health.
All right, well, it gets the third attack now. 25 to hit.
Yep.
That is going to be ooh.
Unconscious.
Yeah.
it's more than 15,
That's
yeah.
more than 15
How
points of
much
damage.
more than 15?
It's 19 points of damage.
Okay, that doesn't kill her outright.
This creature yells with a sound that it seems like it's both an agony and it's infuriated, and dashes at Valerie and takes his two massive arms and just knocks her once, knocks her twice, and she crumples to the ground, her hair falling over her face.
Yeah, she is incapacitated.
It is now the girl's turn, and she's gonna skitter across the ceiling. On all four, and she's gonna let go and fall into the pool of blood.
No.
Intentionally?
No.
And she's no longer visible. Valerie, getting a death save, please. Ornar is on deck.
Okay.
GM roll. D20. Okay, that's a roll for you, there, GM.
Thank you. It's not Ornar's turn.
So looking at these creatures, has there been any metal melded into their extra body parts and whatnot, or anything metalish?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast heat metal on the blue one then.
What's the
That's a good
save?
plan.
Is it something it can drop?
Actually, no, it can't drop it because it's part of its body.
Then there is no save.
All right, what's the damage?
I will tell you now. No, I won't, because that did not work.
You will not tell me now. You'll tell me in a second.
1 sec.
Tell me
Takes
why.
2d8, okay.
Ain't nothing but a heat metal.
Tell me why.
14!
14 points of fire damage on the farm as he casts heat metal
On the blue one.
on the
Down
one
number
with
5.
5 legs.
Interesting. And then Orna is gonna get up in there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There.
Mark yourself for concentration.
Yes, sorry. And that will be all.
It's now this one's turn. And it takes it at the
It's a bonus action on my turn to read to the heat mail.
Okay. Okay, so it doesn't take it at the start of its turn.
Yes, but while it's got this on it, if it doesn't drop the item, it has disadvantage on attacks and abilities until...
Cool. It is going to make all its, well, not all, but its first attack against Diablo. That is a natural 1.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Okay. Its second attack against Diablo. That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That is going to be 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then you watch as straight between the heads, this wound opens up to show more teeth, and it's going to try to swallow Renatus.
No.
You think?
Renatus does a 23 hit.
That hits.
All right. That is 10 points of piercing damage as this mouth like clamps down on you, and you just like legs up, and then like just gets swallowed down into this form, and it closes back up. It's the two heads crack as they look towards Diablo, and this sinister grin spreads across its faces. And Renatus, you're currently considered restrained while you are swallowed in this way.
Cool. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I tried a 4%. I tried a 4%. Please.
And that is his turn. Daka, it's your turn.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see if this works. I'll take out a small golden wire and start ringing it up while pointing it at the red one and try to cast Levitate.
Okay.
Does it show? Yeah, so Constitution DC 15, please.
It has advantage against magical effects. That was 2
Awesome.
natural 2s. It fails.
Perfect. Let me just show it.
So rises in the air up 20 feet. So it is pressed up against the ceiling.
Yep.
Just like, it is just going up into the air and trying to attack Valerie more.
Perfect. And I will move right over here and hide behind this table.
Love that. All right, it's now Cram's turn. Diablo's on deck.
Okay, so I'm gonna bonus action convert 2 sorcery points into a second level spell slot.
That was worth it.
And then I'm going to cast Wither and Bloom on this red one. For a con 13 for the red one, please. And then Valerie, if you have any hit dice left, you can use one of them to heal whatever the hit dice rolls plus 3.
That is a good question. I think I used all but one, so...
Well, you can use that now.
Okay. Then she will heal 5 whole hit points.
Cool. And
is a
then
lot
can I
better.
get a con save on the red one, please?
Yes. Which it
Thank
gets
you.
advantage on. Well, you can't drop it, so there's no con save, correct?
Pardon?
The con save is to end the effect, or is it to drop the heated item?
No, this is for Wither and Bloom.
Oh, Wither and Bloom. Okay, so it gets advantage on that. And what type of damage is it?
It will be necrotic damage. Probably immune. But I was more doing it for the healing anyway.
It does not have any resistances against necrotic, and that is
cool.
a 21 for its con save, though.
It takes half of 2d6, which will be 5, so half of 5 is 2, 3? We round up?
We round down. So
Down 2. 2 damage.
All right.
And then I'm going to actually run away. So 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm not gonna run that. That'll be all.
All right, it is now Diablo's turn where Nodus is on deck.
Has Diablo picked up that maybe these things might be immune to non-magical damage?
There's nothing that would have happened that would have indicated that.
Okay, so yeah. All right, so Diablo will attack the golem thing in front of him, and yeah, let's see. It's a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Does it hurt it?
Your fist just like bounces off, like the flesh seems to absorb the punch and bend in and snap back like rubber.
All right. I can't do anything else.
All right, and it's now Rodonus' turn.
All right. I want to break free.
I want to break free.
Yep.
Go ahead and make a strength save, please.
Ooh, it's not very good.
Aren't you a fighter?
Yeah, but I'm not strength based. 13.
13, you try to struggle, but it does not relinquish its grasp on you.
Well, let's see. Nope, that's only ability checks. Well, that's all I can do.
All right. Daka, for levitate, is there a save at the end of this, or?
Nope. He's stuck up there until I lose concentration or walk out of range, which I'm not doing.
He cannot do anything because he's out of reach from all of you. So, this would have been the point where the girl's turn is, but she does not reemerge from the pool. I need a death save from Valerie, please. Oh wait, no, I don't. You're back up. I need you to stand up, please. You're prone. Unless you don't want to.
Yes. Half of her movement, and she is going to disengage. Wait, how much movement do I have left? So I use 15, so I can walk
1 square.
an entire 1 square away if I disengage, which is not going to help. Okay, so we're going to do something different then. She is going to take a look at the monster and go, you look like you were put together by an idiot. And they say, just a shoddy bit of manufacturing, and she can use vicious mockery on it.
What's the save?
It's a wisdom.
This might shock you, but these creatures are extremely wise. -3.
Yeah, so he takes 2 psychic damage.
He cries a little bit. Which one did you get on the one marked red?
The one who hit her. He killed her.
Okay.
So what other things did he do? Yeah. I came.
I came.
And yeah, let's see.
And is Ornar on deck, by the way? Ornar.
It has disadvantage the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Okay, is that your turn?
As well. No, and she is going to, out of desperation, cast Healing Word on herself. Yeah, because I just bonus action Healing Word, and yeah, use a first level spell and try to get a little bit more healing. So yeah.
All right, it is now Arnar's turn.
Yeah, she'll hit 7 more hit points.
Just a small reminder for you guys: the golem is, we'll call it a golem, is stuck on the ceiling, so it couldn't reach you. You definitely can see and understand that.
Right, it's 20 feet in the air.
Okay, well then I'll move 1 more square over. Oh, sorry. It was still within range for me to do that nasty thing, but Danka.
Okay,
That's
fine.
I was gonna bonus action heat metal for 2d8 damage for 12.
Okay.
That's on the blue one. And then on the... He's going to then hold his main action to guiding bolt the little lady when she shows up.
Okay.
And that'll be all.
Holding a spell is concentration, by the way.
Oh, so you
Okay,
can't do that.
Nope, we're not doing. I did not know that. Thank you for telling me.
Yeah, it's one of those weird rules because you have to concentrate to hold on to the magical incantation to be able to throw it.
Interesting. I'm just gonna cast guiding bolt on the blue one then. For a 13 to hit.
13 does hit.
Lovely. And that is
stunning.
4d6.
A Negroni Spigaliato with
So-
Prosecco in it.
15 radiant damage, and someone has.
Why'd you roll
advantage.
64?
Oh, I don't know. Don't take that's not right. 17. That's even better. There you go. 17 radiant damage.
It's actually
and someone.
better.
Guys,
Someone
it's
has-
glowing because it's pregnant with
Yeah, literally.
Renatus.
You guys got it. You guys
Don't-
know how guiding bolt works.
Don't you vor me.
And that's everything. That's
at the
Just
start
a
of its
question.
turn, it is going to chomp down on Renatus, and you watch as blood starts to spill out from its the central wound, as it's going to bite down, do quite a bit of damage to Renatus. 19 points of piercing damage to Renatus.
Well, how do we know if it hit or not? Maybe it didn't bite as hard this time. Maybe it got a little bit of lockjaw. Who knows? I'd probably hit anyway. I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
Got tetanus.
19. Okay. Yeah.
And now it's gonna go to attack Diablo. Diablo, a 22 to hit.
Yep.
Max damage, 22 points of
Yeah,
bludgeoning
he's down.
damage.
Yeah, boy.
As Diablo crumples, as this arm swings and hits him square in the chest, and there's a cracking sound as one of his ribs, or multiple of his ribs, break. And he crumbles to the ground. It is now Daka's turn.
Hey, I will. Does the blue one look hurt at all?
Oh, it's taking quite a bit of damage. It's about
Okay.
half health, actually.
Oh my god. Yeah, in that case, I'll just shoot a chaos bolt at it.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. And it's glowing, so I get advantage. And I decide fire. That's a
I don't think you
26.
choose with Chaos Bolt, do you? It's the second damage die is which one it does. So the 5 is what type of damage it does.
So it's selected fire.
Oh, it's like 5. Okay, never mind. Not me.
I selected fire.
Don't matter.
Doesn't Chaos Bolt, it's random damage, I think. Or do you get to choose? I don't know.
I think it's
what's the
supposed to
total?
be.
14 hits.
Depending on what I roll, I choose between 1 or 2. That's why and I chose fire for that instant. And it does 9 total fire damage.
All right, on the one marked blue.
Yes, please.
All right.
So I'll have this little gem from my gauntlet and go like just like
That's bad.
just call it out.
Cram, it is your turn.
I'm going to step 5 feet forward, touch Valerie on the shoulder, and cast Protection from Good and Evil, and choose Undead.
Cool.
So, are you willing?
It's on fire. Yes.
Lovely.
Cheers.
So, undead have disadvantage to attack against you. You can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. And if you already were, then you get to reroll that when you're not. So that's all cool.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna run 10, 15, 20. And that's all my
Remember,
go.
it's difficult terrain.
20. That's all my go.
All right, thank you so much there, Josh. Diablo, can I get a death save, please? Thank you. And
Okay.
it is now Renatus' turn.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus action swap places with my echo.
Yep.
There it is.
I could have done that
Yeah,
all
wow.
along.
As soon as my turn was over, I was just like, "Ah, damn it!" And then I see the message from. It's like,
All right.
Anyway.
So
Wow.
this creature was chomping down on Renatus. Now it's chomping down on an echo of
Yup.
what he was once doing. All right.
all right, now I'm gonna. What am I gonna do here? I can't do that because I don't. Because.
You would do
That was
anything for
cool.
love.
Mess it up.
Oh
Sorry,
wait,
just
I'm gonna
wasted
move it
your turn.
one. I'm gonna move over one space there, and then I'm go. What am I gonna do here? You know what? I'll cast Booming Blade again, just for good measure, and then I'll attack with my Sword with a two-handed attack. That is a nat 20.
Natural 20.
So,
Right. Slow clap, but
or ooh, 8 whole slashing damage.
8 points of slashing damage. Hey. Creature's looking hurt.
All right. And then I already used my bonus action. You know what? I'll risk it. I'm gonna get out of here.
All right. It will take an opportunity attack.
Yep.
Renatus does a 13 hit.
It does not. Yes. Whew.
You lucky son of.
Okay, so that's 10. I've already used 15 of my movement for the swap. That's 25. So that's as far as I can go, basically. I can't go in between spaces.
All right.
All right.
The one that is currently levitating cannot do anything.
Yes.
The girl who jumps in the pool seems to have fled.
okay. I was just wondering if she just kicking her
okay.
feet and having a good time.
Just wading in the blood.
She's just like, oh, this is very good for my complexion.
Valerie,
It's
it's your
very
turn.
wonderful. It's okay. So this is a good time for this. Yes, I do not know why I'm talking like that. We're going to fix my voice. Okay. So Valerie is going to move another this many feet, and is going to look at the big one and go, you know, as much of a mess as your friend is. Oh, darling. I mean, like big toothy maw, like were you built by a child? Gonna do vicious mockery again.
Why are you being so mean?
Because I gotta
7.
be. Yeah, so he's gonna take 2 psychic damage again. More psychic damage. And gonna throw a healing word at my wonderful Diablo Dorado, who's going to take a full 8 healing,
Yeah, pick him up.
which is max roll. Yeah.
He says from
Pick
behind
him
the
up.
table.
Pick him up,
Yes.
put him in.
Very
Thank
quietly.
you very much.
Do
And,
this.
yeah, she's then going to stand there because she's out of movement and end her turn.
All right. It is now Ornar's turn.
Oh no!
Bonus action, heat, metal. take this 2d8 damage. Oh, never mind. What the Okay, so that's two points of fire. What is that, man? That's rubbish. And then we're gonna guiding bolt him again.
Hey.
For a 23.
Okay.
Oh, come on. You can do better than that.
Four.
Come on, finish it.
6.
Just quite, yeah.
14 damage.
14 points radiant damage. As this guiding bolt comes in contact with this creature, at the seams, it falls apart and crumples to the ground.
Chop.
Yeah, because I tell you, you'll make fun of something enough, it just falls apart at the seams.
Very true.
Good job.
And then
Like is it like a glowing, broken up body?
Yes. At this point, as the body falls apart, all sort of like worms and maggots fall out from its interior, as it was eating away from this rotten flesh already.
that'll be all for Ornar.
All right, it is now Daka's turn.
Well, I can keep this creature up there for 10 minutes, so I'll
say that you guys will manage.
Yeah,
to
I'll just
attack
come
this
around, get
creature
closer.
enough.
and start shooting it.
Valerie is going to just say so many horrible things about it every 6 seconds.
They can't do anything.
Just like complete like Mean Girl. Like you're seeing a side of her. You're just like, ooh, oh. You say, you know how we fix monsters like you? They get hit by a bus.
And with that final insult, the creature reaches for one of its stitches and just pulls its own stitching apart, and it commits seppuku.
We should get to kill the Daka though.
It unalives itself as it
Don't
falls
you
to the
mean
ground.
so buku?
But can we give Daka the kill there just because?
Yeah, Daka will get that kill. Daka will get that kill. And with that, that will end initiative. And that is also, we're going to take our mid-session break, everybody. So if you're just now joining us.
Hello. How you feeling? You having a good time listening to our beautiful voices? If you are, it means you're on the podcast networks and you've already found us. But, did you know that we are on all of those places you might look for us? If you're watching us live, which is 8 p.m. Eastern time on Lich Souls, we do this every week. We play Dungeons & Dragons and we play lots of other things. We upload live on Mondays, so you can see our wonderful faces live and listen to our beautiful voices later on if you just don't have time to see us on Wednesday.
All right, well, thank you so much, and everybody will be back here momentarily. Give us about 15, 20 minutes as we refresh ourselves and enjoy these wonderful videos that we put a lot of work into to let you know how you can support our great community during the stream and beyond. So see y'all soon.
Bye.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the mid-session break of Prestige Encounters. Us players take this time to refresh ourselves and get a few more snacks, refill our drinks, in order to bring you a more exciting adventure. We would like to take this time to let you know about a few things that goes beyond our Dungeons & Dragons campaign. First and foremost, we have a Discord server at lichsouls.com/Discord that you can join and then play a wide assortment of games with us like Dead by Daylight, Sea of Thieves, first-person shooters, and more. The games we play together change as time goes on and new games are released, and you can join our Discord for more up-to-date information. You can even join us every Tuesday for our community game nights. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe once a month to one channel of your choice for free. Here at Lich Souls Gaming, we have streams that go beyond Dungeons & Dragons. Throughout the week, you can catch me live playing an assortment of games and even use your channel points that you earn during the streams in order to affect what happens in the stream itself. We have over 20 static and animated emotes that our subscribers get to use in our channel and other channels as well. So hit that subscribe button and join all the fun. Well, my cup of players' tears is running dry, so I'm going to let our other cast members tell you about our amazing sponsors for the rest of the stream.
Are you a dice nerd like me? Do you want more dice in your life? Head on over to Only Crits. With their wide selection of dice, I guarantee they'll have the dice for you. Want dice for the whole party? Check out their Dragon Eye dice set. 6 awesome dice sets all in one. And want brand new dice every single month? Use their subscription feature. They'll send a brand new dice set every single month to your doorstep. Now, are you ready to head on over to onlycrits.com and grab yours? Make sure to use code LICHSouls at checkout for awesome discounts. Happy rolling, friends.
Hi there viewers, I'm Josh from Prestige Encounters, and I heard you wanted the best looking maps out of all your friends. Well, do I have you covered with Arkenforge, the best map making tool for all your TTRPGs. There are many different asset packs which can be used within Arkenforge, but if none of these tickle your fancy, then import your own and create anything your heart desires. When building those maps, you don't want to forget about these features such as built-in animation and music plugins to make your maps feel alive at every moment, touchscreen support of Fog of War which allows in-person play, and a dynamic lighting system to make even your nighttime maps look their best. Making maps has never been easier, but now I hear what you're saying. I don't like subscription fees, and that's okay. Neither do I. Arkenforge is luckily only a single time purchase, and we can help you out even more if you use code LICHSouls at checkout. That's right folks, if you want the best maps around, use Arkenforge, and don't forget to use our code LICHSouls at checkout.
Welcome to Prestige Tales.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you come in there. Welcome to another episode of Prestige Tales. Tonight, we tell the tale of the Dungeon Master who could. Once upon a time, there was a story of a Dungeon Master trying to weave a grand tale of heroes and monsters. While the prose was mighty, something was missing. Combat in its most epic form must come with epic music. Knowing that this was lacking, one day the Dungeon Master tried to create music of their own. Let's see what happened. A moment meant to be the culmination of their tale instead became a tragic end. Ashamed, the Dungeon Master walked off into the sunset, never to be seen again. The moral of this tale, be the Dungeon Master that could with Midnight Syndicate.
Yeah, and you all hear an angelic choral movement surrounding Casimir, which does not fit this music that's playing right now, which is fine because it's lovely music.
Midnight Syndicate are a talented musical production group creating gothic, horror, and fantasy music from your role-playing game at home. Don't be a natural 1, roll a natural 20 with Midnight Syndicate. These absolute legends can be found at www.midnightsyndicate.com on the YouTube, Alexa, Spotify, or Apple Music.
Oh, hey there, bud. Didn't see you there. Glad you could stop on by during your mid-session break there. Oh, I'm just having a cold one and watching the game here in memory of my late cousin. You may have heard of the guy, Prestige Pete Peterson. God rest his soul. Boy, I tell you, old Pete there was a good man, and definitely did not fake his own death to throw off the scent of the IRS there. Oh, that's a touchdown. But if old Petey were here, he'd want me, his cousin, Lich Souls Larry, to tell you all about the incredible merch over there at the Lich Souls Gaming merch store. Every bit of merch you can think of to help support your favorite D&D stream. They got such things as t-shirts, hoodies, mouse pads, stickers, and so much more. So head on over to lichsouls.com/merch and pick yous up some merch there today. Well, I better get on up out of here and let you get back to your mid-session break there. Let me just find my coat and oh, when you know it, I'm already wearing it. But before I go, you know I got this nice casserole back at the house if you want to come on by and take it home with you. Wouldn't be no trouble at all. You can just bring the container back at your earliest convenience. Let me just try to find my coat here. Oh, still wearing it. Oh, jeez. I swear my mind these days, it just ain't what it used to be. Speaking of losing their mind, you know who died recently?
Did you just yawn?
Yes.
Tell me, son, what have you been drinking to keep yourself hydrated and energized? Generic coffee brand? Fool! You should be drinking Rogue Energy. What's Rogue Energy? Well, I'm glad you asked. Rogue Energy is an energy drink made by gamers for gamers. It is made to be the ultimate gaming energy drink with zero fillers, zero added sugars, plenty of essential vitamins, and oh so low calories. You can be supremely energized and or hydrated without the monstrous macros of the competitors. Not to mention the wide array of delicious flavors that Rogue Energy and Hydration come in. That includes both the powder formula and canned energy drinks. And get this, Lich Souls Gaming knows that our viewers are hard-working and hard-gaming individuals that need that energy throughout the day. So you can use code LichSouls at checkout for a discount off your order of Rogue Energy. And how do you feel, young gamer? I feel great. Rogue Energy has been a complete game changer. And my order also came with this convenient shaker. You've really shown me some useful info, Mr. Rogue, sir. Now that is indeed what I love to hear.
And welcome back,
And welcome back,
So,
everyone.
Where we last left off, the party
Quentin's
had
last ever
just
session.
vanquished 2 of these. Wait, who are we missing right now?
Isaac left, so we're not in line.
Oh, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second.
Y'all
can talk.
Quentin, what do you have to say as the current god?
Well, half forgot.
I wouldn't go that. Demigod. I'll.
Okay.
Gotta keep it humble, of course.
It's interesting. I think I'm the only person who's in the right place.
You are.
Quentin, you were actually split in 2 locations.
Now I'm here. No, I'm not. Now I'm here. Now, hey! I run the show now. All right.
So, Renatus, where did you learn Abyssal? And can you teach it?
I don't remember.
I'm really good at grasping stuff, and I'm studious, and I would love to spend time with you doing that.
Okay, so where we last left off, sorry to interrupt. The party had vanquished the 2 constructs made of these mini parts of fleshy bodies put together. As you're in this, what seems to be some sort of altar to the god of madness, known as Lugarad.
Yes. You can talk about learning Abyssal, but we should take parts of these monsters for proof of the kill.
One question beforehand for everybody. If we find a cage, would we mind not to let it out right away?
Are you going to just leave a little girl in a horrible laboratory?
Maybe first check if she's a demon or magical in general?
You have a quick way of doing that?
Oh, we had time.
Some people are more magical than others, but that don't mean that they're a demon. Plus, it ain't really easy to know if somebody's a demon, you know.
I'm just saying, from the location we are, how about read the room?
I read the room all right. There's a poor girl trapped in a horrible laboratory dedicated to the stitching together of corpses. I feel like that's reason enough to try to save somebody, no?
I'm agreeing with saving, but she was still alive among all these undead stitched up. You know what I mean? It's like she's the odd one out.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, Deca. I don't understand.
From the pool in the middle, there's gonna be a little bit of bubbling, like something is breathing beneath, and then just the head of the elven girl, not the true form that she took, is gonna bob to the top and flip over, and the eyes open with that same green light that you saw from the corpse chandelier outside this cavern.
A flaw in the design. The levitation was clever, something I will have to account for in future mechanizations of the architecture of this art. You gave me much to think about, young goblin.
What's your name?
And the head sinks. And it's silent once more.
While I hide behind Crom.
Can I go investigate this pool to see if it has any like arcane or like magic?
So as you walk up to the pool, it actually begins to dry from the outside in.
Outside in. Oh yes.
Wait, dry, drain, blood disappear.
Dry, like it dries, like blood would dry, and then it crumbles away, and dissolves into nothing. Just showing a like when you guys, this was waist deep when you were inspecting earlier. It's now just flat.
Wow, that's not how blood works.
Is that like was it like a portal to a dimension of blood?
Well, I did say Demon of Madness, and he did not want to tell us his name, so I'm guessing that was a Demon of Madness.
No,
I believe the demon princes are not present on this world anymore, right?
Maybe just a tiny demon, or parts of it? I'm still not done with all the inscribing of...
Or was whatever Renata's read all of the writing, or is there more in the writing?
That was all.
That was all. Okay, so just like a headliner of.
There we go. Maybe we find more stuff. That's. Yeah.
So I'll look around table and check out the alcoves very slowly because I still don't want to trip.
Check.
Like looking for something that a necromancer would use to.
Anybody want to help? Nope. Okay.
So you're looking around the table that Valerie was looking where all the instruments were, and like as you are like reaching on the table, your hand slides to a lever, and you kind of pull it forward, and one of the sides of the table appears to have a hidden drawer that, when it pops out, there is this talisman that is a kind of iron-looking circle with very crudely carved runes. It doesn't appear to be any specific language carved around it. It's just a bleeding eye over and over again with a kind of screaming mouth as the centerpiece and a black stone shoved into that mouth. And it's like it's just amulet.
I will reach out with my arm and then just flick up front, and my mage hand appears, which looks like my gauntlet, and then I'll pick out that pick it up, take it outside, and go over to where Chrome is because he has the light. And look at it closer and like turn it around. Maybe there's inscriptions, like twist, weave, but not really. Like my mage hand is touching it, not I am touching it.
Yeah.
And show it to everybody else. I'm not doing this in secret.
As you
so
begin to like float up towards the torch, it seems like the flame is pushed away from it, and then the torch gets extinguished as you hear. It kind of just
Okay.
fades.
You don't like light. I get it. Well, in that case, I'll just
get out a bigger piece of leather and wrap it in it.
Okay.
I'll check I'll check the magical properties later. Any?
Well, Valerie's going to suggest to Renatus that we take some of the pieces of the constructs as proof of the kill, because that's what we're here to do. And gonna take some embalming tools, because why not? Yeah.
Proof of concept and maybe sell it?
Yeah, so we'll take a set of embalming tools, freshly used.
Are you gonna start heading out?
What do we? So we have proof of the two undead constructs. Is there any valuable components to them, or they're just people?
So at the center of both of these constructs is a onyx gemstone where the heart would be.
Okay, so we should take the onyx gemstone. Maybe.
Up to you.
I say we take them.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, presumably that is an important part of the creature. I mean, if she had time, she can ritual cast Detect Magic and see if they have any magical properties without identifying, but just have a general idea of what school of magic, if they are magical.
I mean, we might wish to do that in a safer area.
I agree. Chrome, have you found something in the middle? Because you were looking at the pool, which is no pool anymore.
I was just seeing if it was some kind of portal, maybe, or a way to communicate with this Lord of Madness.
Make an Arcana check.
Oh, okay.
Yes, please, be our smart one.
A 4.
A 4. It's quite unclear to you. It's clearly this was a place for both experimentation, magical practice, and worship of some sort. Which is curious. You can make a religion check.
Okay. Religion. Hopefully this one will be better.
Can I help with that?
16.
Rolled 16. This
That's
definitely
fantastic.
feels like these were rituals being performed to worship this so-called Prince of Madness, this Bugarad. And whatever that creature was that took on the form of a little girl, it's something worth researching.
I believe that this place is more of a worship. It's not done out of joy or a want for creating these creatures. But Daka, I believe that you would probably look into it, but it might just be worth definitely checking out what the little girl was, what kind of creature she was.
Yes.
She managed to fool me. She might still be in the city luring more people into traps as a different form, maybe.
Yeah. We should totally hit the library.
I agree.
Now let's carefully take these 2 valuable gems from these creatures for study as well. What do we say, Renatus?
As long as we don't take, as long as we're not taking too much of them.
Well, we're not going to take the bodies. I think these gems are the proof of whatever we fought here.
Yeah, and he'll like slice wherever they're like joined at, to like kind of separate the parts.
And I also go ahead.
While you're at it, can you count how many bodies are involved?
That would require a medicine
try.
check.
All right, I can
Or
try.
nature check. I guess could technically
Neither of
also
which I'm
count.
good at. I'll do the medicine check. I'm better at that one. Oh wait, but also I can do this. Right? Wait, where's my dice at? Oh, it's right there. Okay. 2, 16. Yeah, I'll throw that on there. 17.
17. Okay. You notice that some of these, are you taking apart the larger one or the smaller one?
I'll
Or
start with the
both?
larger one. I'll just do both.
Between the two, you can guess that there's well over 20 victims. Once you hit 20, you're like, I can't keep counting.
There's definitely 20 or so people.
That is good and very sad to know, because now we can tell our whoever asked that we found more than 20 bodies.
Okay, well, once we get the gems, should we burn these bodies so they cannot be used again for this purpose?
Can I quickly check the thread to see if it has any magical properties or anything? It might be what powers.
I've kind of sliced up all the threads, so I don't know how good it'll be.
No bother then.
Yeah, bothered.
Maybe it could be useful. I don't know.
We'll lay them to rest.
Yeah.
Are there torches on the wall as well?
I mean, there's a few. Yeah, there's about
Okay.
4 illuminating this room.
I'll just grab one of those then, in case somebody else wants to help along. I'll go around and start lighting the body parts on fire.
Okay.
Did you say my torch got extinguished, Michael? When it came close to the...
Yeah, but you can just reignite it.
Yeah. Oh, I can reignite that one. Okay, lovely.
So we burn the bodies, and Valerie casts prestidigitation on herself and Diablo because we're obviously covered in blood from falling on the floor. And unless anyone else has anything to do with it, guess we should head out. There's nothing here.
Yeah, please, let's get out of here.
I'm not sure if is this really a dead end again. Could we make one last round to maybe find another door to somewhere else?
I think this is it, Deck. We've done a lot of looking. This is about as dead of an end as it's gonna get.
And honestly, 2 of us almost died. 3 if you're looking at us.
No, I don't want to go further. It's more of this is an experimental room, but there's no reference points, no writing, no nothing. Like if you do research and craft shit.
Is this research or is this worship?
I think it's more of a worship than research and craftsmanship.
Okay, I'll just do a fast round, okay?
Valerie walks out.
I'll try again to like specifically look for other entrances because we already encountered illusions and all that. I just want to make sure.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Okay.
I'll help with that really quick.
Thank you, Crom. Those naysayers. I didn't say I want to go further. That was worth it.
Looking around, there really is nothing left to discover. The amulet was kind of the big thing for you, but really nothing else. You feel confident that there's nothing else in this room.
Yeah, thanks, Crom.
Going back to the others.
Yeah, we checked. No other doors. And remember, don't step on the glyphs.
Yep.
Also, let's get out of here. It smells horrible. And I can't
take
much more.
Burning bodies is like, the smell of summer.
Oh, okay. We're gonna have to talk about your homeland another day.
Several hours later, the first of all, aid has ended, by the way, and you emerge from the cave, from the mines, and you're now back within the city entrance into the mines. It's late. You're covered in gore and dirt and soot. And the Sunkeepers.
And Val.
I'm sorry, except for Val.
And Diablo.
Valerie and Diablo, because she cleaned them both off.
And it's just late. There are 2 Sunkeepers outside. Oh my goodness, you look terrible.
No, they look terrible. I look great.
I hate you at the moment.
I can definitely see why the Soundkeepers needed people to come and kill monsters in the mines. There's definitely a lot to report on. We found how many people were killed by the disappearing spiders there? Was it 4?
I believe 4.
And then we found as many as what's it? I think Renatus was saying approximately 20 who were killed in some kind of horrific altar.
Well, technically, he said after 20 he stopped counting.
Well, at least 20. So they were each given proper burials, send-offs. But
well, that was very kind of you. Return to whoever assigned you the position to report in and collect your reward. The city of Emir appreciates your service.
So were you aware? I mean, I know that it's in the Underdark. Were you aware that there was a temple to one of the demon princes down in the mines?
The two Sunkeepers will look at each other, then look back at you. I'm sure if such a thing existed, we would have been made aware of it.
Oh, well, you're being made aware now. We're telling you, we went down there and we survived.
Definitely something that the person who signed you this task would want to hear. We're just here to guard the entrance.
Of course. All
right.
Evening.
I definitely watch your back in case anything comes crawling out of there.
Especially the undead.
I don't think those things were undead.
I think something was. I mean, there was a dead dwarven man who spoke while clinging from the ceiling, so... Alright, so let's move on.
Something like that, yeah.
Give them some nightmares as we walk away.
One of the Sunkeepers will lean in. Must be mine, yes. So we're gonna head back up to the 5th level?
Yeah,
and
we should...
into... is it...
Sergeant Matthias?
Yeah.
Matthias, I know.
Sorry.
Matthias, as she calls him. Got Maddie and Matthias.
Alright, I will need 1 bit taken from all of you, please, as you take the lift to level 5.
Do our bits we got for the herbalist people need to go to this guy or to the herbalist directly?
To him.
To him? Okay, cool.
Yes.
So as you approach the Sunkeeper's outpost here, you're walking and you see that there are 2 watchers that are being kind of surrounded by about 4 Sunkeepers, and they're like, you need to go back down to the bottom level of the city. And once the watchers will stand up, we were just feeding people. Why is there a need for this? And they start to like take their glaives, not by the blade, but like by the shafts or the poles, and they start to like form a fence and start to push the 2 watchers back and surround them as if to detain them.
It's a shame.
You continue on to the outpost?
Yeah, afraid there's nothing we can do about that.
Yeah, we're gonna be those like people who live in New York who said, "Oh, it's fine."
So as you walk into the office, Sergeant Matthias is currently looking over a ledger, taking notes and handing out orders. Oh, you're back. I did not expect this so soon.
Well, as our great leader, Diablo Dorado, will tell you, we had a trying experience.
Yeah. Don't think we turned tail. We hit a dead end.
We found dead at the end.
I'm sorry?
Well, the first part was pretty simple. It was spiders that seemed to move in and out of existence, teleporting. They killed 4 of the miners, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then we found, what was it, a dwarven man hanging from the ceiling?
By his own intestines.
By his entrails, and he spoke to us, telling us only death laid ahead. So, of course, being the mighty adventurer that he is, we forged ahead, found an illusory wall, and a temple to a demon prince, the demon prince of madness. And it was a horrific factory of bodies being cut apart and stitched together into monsters.
Are y'all sure you didn't just inhale a lot of gas in the mines?
Well, sure. Also, we killed the last of the people who were from the ambush. The wizard attacked us in the caves. The one with the magic who escaped.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Sure. We got all of these things going on.
And unless you want more detail, I'm up for it. But they told me to shut up.
16.
Just 16. Yeah,
All right,
it's not horrible.
Come with me into my office.
Okay.
Alone?
Well, there's 6 of you.
Okay, all of us.
So he'll lead you down the hallway and into a larger room that has his desk. There are a number of, there's a couple of decorative swords hanging on with like ceremonial armor as well on a armor stand. And he's like, if it were any other adventuring group, I would just brush it off as myth, but you seem to be telling the truth, and I want to believe you, Valerie. But this is a very large claim. I hope you understand my hesitance to allocate resources to investigate such a thing, especially if you turn out to be misled about what you saw and experienced due to maybe spores from one of the Underdark fungi or something along those lines.
She'll put down the 2 gory onyx gemstones.
Right, so this helps the case. What else did you collect out in the caves?
Yeah, and so we have our collected items. It was...
I've got it here. Do not worry.
Yeah.
We've got 5 portions of herbs. Yep. 6 roots. 2 vials of mineral water. Boop, boop.
That's fine.
4 doses of phase spider components. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
And then they have the onyx gemstones. And I'm assuming he doesn't want the embalming tools, so we'll just keep those. But no, it's okay. She'll pull out the embalming tools as well, just to prove the point about the actual temple.
All right. Well, according to the Alchemy Guild, we can offer you. He's gonna write some stuff down. 2,250 gold for all this.
I'm gonna.
That works.
Pull everyone in really quick. Can I get an Alchemy Guild with that? One license for me.
We'll discuss what we do from this. Does that seem like a fair amount?
I mean, it's what's on the ledger.
Yeah, good. So we're not going to barter Daka.
No, it's a hard price.
Nope.
I mean, it doesn't seem fair, but it is the price.
2,250 orals, you said?
Correct.
I mean,
can we break it up right away so we don't have the same accident?
we're going to leave it in a pouch, and we will divide it once we are done speaking to our friend.
Yeah.
Can you put the pouch in the safer
apologize
spot?
for some misunderstanding. We don't carry that amount of orals here or at the outpost. He's gonna write your receipt.
Yeah.
You have to take it to the bank on the first level and collect your reward there.
Yeah. So she takes it and slips it underneath her shirt.
Now, careful you don't lose that receipt. We can't write another.
Oh, totally. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, Valerie, I would sign that if I were you. The people around here have sticky fingers.
It is hidden underneath her clothing. She's doing the classic money in the bra trick.
which, by the way, if you ever walk into my bar and you pull out money from your bra, I will hand it right back to you and I'll tell you I'm not taking that shit. Anyway, you can collect your reward in the morning, and I will send guards right away to investigate the mine shaft.
Now be very careful. We don't want any more casualties.
Don't worry. And are you still at Lisa's place?
Maddie.
Mary, right. I'll
When
send
her
word
makes
to
you
you there if
delicious.
we find anything out.
Yes, do ask your people to be careful. In the middle of the room, there appears to have been some kind of portal that disappeared.
A portal?
Likely how they will get. Yes. It was a portal of blood, correct?
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
It could be anything. But there was one of the monsters pretending to be a little girl. So don't trust what might be done there.
Do you have any idea what kind of monster this was?
We haven't had a
it was
chance to read about it yet.
It was a small elven girl, but then the monster ripped out of the back of the flesh and turned into a giant, horrific wipe of some kind. I don't have a term for it.
Right. So he's gonna write a letter and roll it up and seal it with his wax seal. Take this to the Mages Guild on the first level when you go tomorrow, and perhaps they might have some information on what kind of creature this was. This will give you a one-time admittance to the guild under my recommendation.
Admittance to the Mages Guild, of course. We will certainly make use of that. She puts her head on Taka to stop him from vibrating himself apart. Just
Now, I will say that the library there is not as extensive as the city in Drillworm, Kiradel. They have more on magical knowledge and that sort of thing, but from what I've heard, but you know, it's still quite a bit of knowledge that you can explore. They won't let you freely do so because that's for selected members only of their organization, but if you're looking for a particular creature and able to describe it, they might allow you in that section of books.
We will be respectful. We have your reputation at stake if we were to misbehave.
That is correct, and if you act out of line, you better bet on it that I'll come after you.
No, you can bet that I'll do good on your reputation.
That's exactly the kind of words that worry me coming from you.
I love books.
You know, people love me everywhere I go, except for the people that don't.
Which is not many.
Y'all need to catch up on some shut-eye now. I have a lot of stuff to follow up on, and I'll get back to you as soon as I have any information.
Of course.
Oh, and I forgot to ask before you go, did you find out anything about the Watchers?
There's some of them down there.
They're feeding poor kids?
Yeah, and we didn't really get anything super useful.
I think that the elements you might be having trouble with might not be the organization itself, but it was difficult to get a read on them. They publicly seem to be devoted to helping others, but there is something underneath the surface. Something I have not been able to perceive, but something is wrong.
All right. Y'all go ahead and go on over to Mary's.
I need a bath.
Kiss. Yeah, prestidigitation, you're clean.
Really? Now?
Yeah, we can't have you walking around the city, and she'll do it for everyone.
So you guys will leave the Sunkeeper's headquarters for level 5 in the central section, and you will go ahead on over to the Prancing Tabby. That is the name of Mary's place.
Yep.
Yep.
And just like any other night, it is lively with all the people who have been working throughout the day, taking their work clothes off and just celebrating the moment as they wind down for the evening. You walk in. Oh, Father Diablo, I was so worried about you. You had me just my heart pounding all day. I thought that you would have got hurt or something. I don't know what I would have done.
No, I'm ship shape.
I'll go get the med kit again. Sit down.
Marivi, you look somehow even more beautiful this evening.
She's already like walked away, and you're all.
Yeah.
She like kind of like gave you the mom sit down at the table kind of situation, and she is going to immediately, like within moments, plates of hot food are delivered right in front of you, and your cups are filled.
Perfect. Crown, Valerie? I want to check out that pendant later. You want to join in on that?
Well, is that something we should do here? Or we are going to the Mages Guild. It might be a good moment to have somebody with a little bit another eye to help you investigate, unless you don't plan on showing it to them.
That depends. Well,
I do wish to look into it, but
we didn't give it this guy, and then I'd rather look up front to have your opinion right away after we just looked up on it. And then we can still decide to, I don't know, show mage other like the guild people there.
Let's maybe do that in our room and not in a public place. You do not know.
That's what I meant. That's why I'm asking you too.
So you're going to ritual cast Identify, I assume?
Not yet.
Okay.
That is.
She actually just said that.
That is on the upper list of the next things I really, really want to add on one of my gemstones.
Okay, sorry, you can't do that. I'm a little. I mean, I could definitely check it for magic, but for some reason I hear somebody rolling dice. There must be a fun dice game going on not too far away.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah,
just roll the natural 20.
While this like conversation's going on, like Diablo is just like looking around, just kind of, he's pretty terribly hurt, but he's playing it off, looking around at people, doing a nice wave, finger guns, all that type of thing. Anything to keep that gimmick up.
Make a deception check.
All right. It's a 24.
So what is your goal here? Like, just trying to act tough, or
act cool and just strong, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, tough guy.
He's a tough guy, but he's entertaining.
Yeah, no, that's good. But something else. Now that we're sitting and eating, Renatus. Okay, how does that work with your ghost thingy?
How does any magic work? It's literally just me doing a magical image of myself.
And then it's directly connected to you, could you do it later so I could like compare it to you?
No.
I haven't had a good look of it. No. Okay.
I mean,
sad.
I must say, I saw you switch places with your Echo. Why didn't you do that sooner? You seem to take a lot of hurt from that thing.
Well, when you're in the mouth of a creature like that and you have its teeth piercing through your skin, you tend not to think, maybe I should switch places with the thing that I can switch places with at that exact moment.
Maybe you don't get wounded next time.
Don't get eaten next time. That's a very helpful point, and we will definitely put a pin in that for another night.
We should all take advice on that one, I think.
So, if you can switch places with your ghostly image, does that mean you kind of exist at the same time in two different spots? So it's not a summoning, it's part of you.
It's a manifestation of myself.
Holy crap.
And I can teleport between our spaces.
If we put Renatus and his echo in a box, does that mean that they are both in a state of being alive and dead at the same time?
Yes, it's a Schrodinger's Renatus.
Renatus. Oh god.
I'm impressed that you did, like, Mallory, you know your stuff. Did you have higher education?
I mean, it a little.
I had somebody who showed me that trick with a cat once. Unfortunately, when we opened the box, it was dead.
Yeah, is it really appropriate to be talking about your Schrodinger right now?
So as you guys have this conversation, there's this like this man in like ratty looking clothes and robe, kind of like that walks into the establishment and kind of like walk around. He appears to be a beggar, which is generally not welcome, but Mary has not seemed to yet notice this man quite yet.
It's just a beggar walking through the bar.
Yep, going up to people, seeing if they can offer him a drink, saying that he needs money for his medicine he has to buy.
Is there anyone else walking through the bar looking a little suspicious as well?
Make an insight check.
Insight is a thing I can do. 17.
As you're kind of like looking over the crowd, there doesn't appear to be anyone in particular at this moment that you notice that seems out of place.
Yeah, she was just kind of looking for if like he's doing this and then somebody's, padding somebody's pocket when they're distracted.
Not that you can tell now. No. It's a good line of thought, though.
Is there any markings of like a guild or a group on this person anywhere?
Nope.
Would you like to say something, Diablo? See if he needs assistance.
If he's begging for medicine and not going down to the Watchers, I'm not sure that's what he's using it for. I think we should let it sort itself out for now.
At this point, he makes his way to you all, sitting at the bar. Spare change for a hungry man.
I'll flick him a gold.
Quite generous. Thank you so much.
Sir, you are aware that there are people that help you down there, right? And
he's gonna take a step closer, like staring into your face, Diablo. I've seen your eyes before.
Is there a hole in my mask?
And he's gonna grab you by the arm and pull you in close for a moment, and you're gonna hear this voice echo into your head. The witch of the woods to the north. The witch of the woods to the north. You must speak with her. And then he's like gonna let go and kind of stumble back. I'm sorry. I must be going. And he's gonna run out the door.
Could I react at all?
For a moment, you were kind of just like stunned by this. This was very unexpected. And he's going to get away from you before anything else can be said. But nobody, everybody else, you just saw this old man kind of grab you out of his arm and pull him in for a moment, and they like stared at him for a second, and then he ran away.
Hey, are you okay, Diablo? What was
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen that man before?
Nah, I think he liked me or something, but he probably got embarrassed.
Must have seen your act before.
Probably something like that.
I wasn't paying attention at all. I was like poking and prodding Renata's for.
So how does this work? Where did you learn it? And oh my God, you got a big scar on your neck. Where'd you get that one?
It's like having an 8-year-old in our party.
Pretty much. I'm asking 1,000 questions, and then I turn around.
Wait, what just happened?
If the moon falls on your head, what would happen? Also, why is the sky blue?
Also, how does the moon stay in the sky?
Yeah, if a tree falls on a bear in the woods, does anyone hear it?
Yes, all the squirrels. We tested that. You didn't test that?
Don't spend a lot of time in the woods. Kind of looks over at Diablo for a second. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm okay. Speaking of which, as lovely as you are to work with, both of you, you and Renatus, I think I'm gonna try to find somebody else to share a room with tonight.
Yeah, Diablo's gonna step up, dust himself off. He's gonna puff chest, start scouting some honeys out in the bar.
Some honeys, okay.
Yeah.
As Diablo goes out and does this,
Great.
there is a round of applause as a bard steps up to on top of a table in the center of this overall place. She appears to be half elven and has these sort of like ears that are smaller than the general elves, and she has this long flowing hair. Hello everyone, I am Sophia and I will be your entertainment for the night. And she's gonna take out a lute and she's gonna start playing a beautiful song. And as she does this, she's playing this voice starts to echo in everybody's head that appear to be lyrics to this ballad about two lovers torn from one another.
God damn it, I knew it.
Just kidding.
Well, we can't remember how the rest of it goes, but
but no. But as she sings out the overall words, it's about an elven man and a female woman. The elven man is a paladin, and but his lover was betrothed to another man, another noble. And in order to be with her, he fell from his oath and committed murder in order to be with her. But seeing what she had done in order to be with her, she turned away from him and he faded into obscurity. And it's a tragedy. And what came of him, no one knows to this day. It ends on that somber note as she kind of claps and starts to pass around this hat, which is this very large hat with a feather in it that sticks out. And people were tossing in a couple bits here, a couple sterling there. They were particularly motivated by her performance. And she walks over to you all at the bar. Diablo is out entertaining some honeys, as he said, and she walks up to each one of you and holds out the hat. I hope you enjoyed the performance.
It's really beautiful. I feel like I've heard that song somewhere before. She puts an oral in the hat.
How kind.
Was it a good performance?
It was quite good. I mean, playing a lute with psychic lyrics in your head, that's pretty darn impressive.
I'm gonna do 3 bits.
I'll go with 1 in the middle. What was it? Silver? No, we're calling it different.
Sterling.
1 sterling.
My, what a generous group y'all have here.
Performers of your caliber deserve to be richly gifted for their performance.
I appreciate it. You know, y'all don't seem like you're from the city here. Perhaps I could offer you one of my favorite spots on the second level of the city. It's a wonderful tea shop. Serves just the most delectable items that you might have ever had. It's quite exquisite, but I will say it is pricey because they are imported. So I just recommend that you all come here sometime.
Of course. Yeah, we actually have some business on the first level, but I'm sure we could make a visit to the second level.
Oh, it's called Dewdrop Tea. I hope to see you all there. I'll be there tomorrow morning. Perhaps I can buy you a cup.
I would love it. She seems a little smitten. Half elven bird to half elven bird.
And with that, she'll walk away. She'll pull out a string instrument and start to strum on it as she walks around, humming a tune, entertaining people about. Are y'all gonna go to bed?
I think Daka was insisting that we look at this amulet to see if it's magical, though we don't have identify, so...
Well, we can still brainstorm a little bit about it. So, and I'd rather have two people with me as witness if something goes terribly wrong.
We'll head upstairs to Daka's room that he shares with two robots, I guess. And Valerie can ritual cast Detect Magic to at least get read on it.
Yeah. Same. And beforehand, I would like to ritual cast Unseen
Detect
Servant.
Magic for magical items is always going to read back enchantment.
Is it always going to say enchantment? Normally, it at least gives this. Does it not give the school?
And magic items are enchanted items.
Okay. Interesting.
That's why you always need an enchantment to make them.
It's magic, though. Is
yes,
what
it is magic.
They know
what
for
you
sure
get from this. It is enchanted.
Yeah.
It is magic. As you kind of bring this amulet out, it seems to pull the shadows from the room towards it and pushes the light away very, very faintly. It's not something that's like creating complete darkness around you, right? And you get a sense of malice from this as well.
Oh, so the item is inherently evil. Good.
You get a sense of malice in this. I mean, it extinguished a torch when the torch was brought to it. That's unsettling.
Yeah, but now that we have more light, can we actually look closer? Like, does something jog memory or stuff I could have read about, or...
Make a history check.
Can I help on that?
Sure.
History.
21. I mean, there are several mentions of magical amulets, both good and evil, that you might have studied briefly in your time. I will say the DC was pretty high on this one for you to get, but you don't know of anything about this particular item.
Can I have a clue of a category I would kind of put it in?
It appears to have
more for like, if I go into the library tomorrow, I'm not gonna go look for all amulets. More of, okay, we got evil, we got like a direction to search better. That's more of that.
It appears to have some sort of religious ties to it.
So we got religious and malice, and we got the demon name.
Right. There's not a whole lot I can
And-
give you just by you staring at an amulet. other than
That's
what I've
okay,
already given.
and we got the regular form, so it's not too big, it's not too small. Like there's all kinds of sizes and stuff about amulets. So we got a little bit.
So, we've identified everything that we can. It is late and I am tired. I would recommend, if you're willing to have someone else look at it, that if we're going to bring this in to see wizards, that we should have them look at it more seriously. If you're concerned it's religious, we can have a cleric look at it, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm quite well versed with religious texts too, but yeah, I get that. And
well, more
I am
active-
totally.
It is actively malicious. It feels not right, right? This does not seem like the kind of thing we should be playing with, huh?
That's why we're not touching it. That's the point. And you are right. For tomorrow, I'm gonna use my part of the funds to get the identification scroll and actually fix that leak I'm having in my spellbook.
You should just probably buy a new spell book if it's leaking.
That was a metaphor.
That was
Not
a
with
joke.
Flex Seal, it isn't.
Yeah, so to buy a flex tape, you'll be able to drive to the grand oceans. Yeah. With a little bit of flex tape.
I sawed this boat in half. Sorry.
I inscribe all my spells
That man
and
is a
in
legend.
gems anyway.
So, everybody, with that, I will say that your party goes by. Diablo does not return to the room for the evening until the following morning.
It's just like as you guys trail off to your room, whoever he's with, he's just walking over to the room. He's like,
No, the mask stays on.
Gosh. You're just.
Oh, that's concerning. Okay, so
Take the
with
bull by the
that,
horns.
you wake the next morning, bright and early. You refuse breakfast by Mary because you have a tea appointment this morning with Sophia.
Of course. Does anyone show up from the Sun Keepers to give us any other information, or is that more of a later thing?
Well, not at the moment. They don't show up this morning.
Okay. No. All right, let's go off to have some tea with that enchanting Sophia. And then we can, head off to the bank.
Yeah, good
Very well.
idea.
Everyone looking good? The Crom, you look a little tired.
Yeah. I'm tired.
Wait, Valerie, you can actually tell a difference?
No, I was just being polite.
Okay.
Thanks for
What
that.
if an impressive?
ourselves for a long rest, so.
Indeed.
And you did not answer my question for higher education yesterday, so we're not skipping that.
We're not skipping any of these options. We have multiple threads to go through, and many of them are interesting. Oh, you're asking about my higher education. I'm not talking about that.
Yes.
Yes, yours.
I was homeschooled.
Okay. Homeschooled.
Yeah.
Big library.
Big
You know spells.
Yes.
You're not poor.
I happen to have a tutor who might know a little magic. That's okay.
A little bit. You seem like you joined a college.
Say, I was homeschooled. It's just as good.
again. Nobody wants to talk about home.
I need one bit from everybody as you go up to the second level.
God, you're just taking us down one bit at a time.
I really am. I really am.
If only we didn't just make 1,000 gold.
We're gonna spend that right away. I see that.
You guys thirst for more gold, I can tell. So you find your way to the Dewdrop Tea, which is this cute little cafe that kind of sits on the border of the crater. It allows you to overlook and see the sunlight kind of coming down into the city this early in the morning. It's just above the horizon where the sun kind of casts this golden light over the crater of Mersh. There you see Sophia kind of strumming at her lute, humming a song as she does so. Did I say lute or lyre? Which one is it? Has strings? Why can't I think right now? Anyway, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. She can have multiple as a bard, so.
So she is like, "Oh, hello. I didn't actually expect you all to show up."
Well,
why wouldn't we? Yeah.
And she kind of gestures to the table. There's a teapot and there's some cups there as well. By all means, help yourselves.
It's quite the act you put on last night.
I appreciate it. It's quite the act that you put on last night as well.
No, you saw me.
I saw you trying to hide the pain that you were experiencing. Reading people is a specialty of mine.
There ain't no shame in working the gimmick.
No, not at all. So what plans do you all have for this day?
We were going off to, off to see a wizard.
A wonderful wizard at that.
Yeah, we're off to see a whole school of bookworms and know-it-alls.
Oh, it doesn't seem quite exciting.
We successfully stopped some very interesting things in the mines, and now we're trying to figure out what we thought.
No, we shouldn't say too much yet. We're gonna craft it into an act, right?
Bet it would make a good song one day.
I can't wait to hear the epic of your adventures.
Walking into the temple of a demon prince, fighting his undead minions.
You know, since they're going to the Mages Guild, from what I understand, do you mind making a delivery for me, Valerie?
Of course, happy to do so. The oral I gave you was not enough payment for that wonderful performance last night.
I mean, I'll be more than happy to pay you. But this is a special tea that I know that one of the higher mages there likes to drink. It's the owner of the shop, Special Blend. It's Lewis's special blend that he likes to make. So if you could deliver this to what's that? She's gonna take the package out from the table and she's gonna hand it to you. If you can hand this to Muriel Delisand and make sure she gets this tea out, I appreciate it.
Do I feel like she should make an insight check on this?
Yeah, you can make an insight check if you want.
Yeah, it's a low insight check. She trusts this person anyways.
Yeah.
For no reason. It's just half elf bard to half elf bard. It's, that you meet somebody who's like from your hometown and you just you trust them way too much.
Yes, it's
Could Diablo make his own
special blend? Yeah, you can make an insight check.
All right. It was for his own mind. His 18.
18. There's a slight twitch to the corner of her mouth. That seems off about this. And she's gonna drink it. And the tea that you're drinking is this really nice floral tea made with rose hips. It's with a little bit of sweetness added to it. You take some like cardamom there. It's very good tea. It's like really good rose tea. With the sweetness of honey. Anyway, there are I got some blackberry loaves for you to enjoy and kind of enjoy your breakfast, and there's also some more meat options as well with eggs, so help yourselves to the plethora of food. But I have my own errands I have to be running. That's why I can't make the delivery this morning, so I appreciate the help. And here's a forward payment on that, and she will give you 5 gold, 5 orals. Actually, no, she's not going to give you 5 orals. She's going to give you 10 electrum pieces because I'm an asshole.
An electrum. Okay, we'll put that into the party funds.
I don't want
which
it.
I don't have a space for it.
I don't want it.
Because I did not think we were using electrum in this campaign.
What's the nickname for Electrum, Michael? Since you decided to give us Electrum.
Oh yeah, they're so rare. They don't really have a name. They're just
Electrum. You sure?
I'll come up with one.
It's just a 5 sterling piece.
Honestly, I'm putting those 10
Isn't it
electrum
7?
pieces into. Valerie is going to put the 10 electrum pieces into her own purse. Just because then I don't have to make it in the party funds.
Yeah.
No one's going to take it as a currency. Do they look like they're minted by this nation, or did I look different?
No, they're not minted by this nation. They are old coins.
Can I recommend something?
What?
Quins, maybe?
Quins?
For 5.
Quintons?
Oh.
Quins, just Quins.
Quins. Okay. We'll call them Quins. Let me write that down. Quins.
All right.
Anyway.
I really like the 5 sterling piece. Never mind.
Have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, thanks. See you around. She was nice.
Yeah.
She'll get up her
We go.
flows in kind of ways as she continues to strum on her instrument and hum a song.
We gonna stick around here?
We should finish our breakfast first.
Yeah.
Watches her leave.
Yeah, Val.
I'll
Oh,
sorry. You go.
Yeah, you're a real good actor, but that blush ain't seem fake.
That blush doesn't seem fake?
No.
Why?
You didn't catch that?
I didn't catch what?
Something up with that little tea delivery. I didn't reckon you were a courier. It's not usually your line of work.
Oh, I've delivered things. If the right person asks.
She's the right person.
Mm-hmm. Bout to bout. Of course. You can always
Yeah.
be another performer.
I find it hard to believe that you believe that.
Well, isn't that interesting?
You know, we have we have an agreement between you and I, but you know how deceptive performers can be.
I know.
All I'm saying is look out.
Well, this is fine. I'm sure she wouldn't dare to give us something dangerous in such a public place that connects to a location that she's connected to. That would be foolish.
Yeah. I trust your judgment.
Oh. That's your mistake. She smiles.
Are y'all heading to the bank?
Wait, I would like to ask the waitress beforehand, like,
You got some sour jam for our breakfast here? That would really fit.
I believe we have some rhubarb jam.
Sounds good.
She'll bring you some out. Rhubarb is quite sour.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy that.
Like strawberry rhubarb. It's less sour.
No, he said sour. He didn't say strawberry rhubarb. He said sour. That's what I gave him.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll go to the bank.
So walking into the bank, on the first level, I need 1 bit from everybody.
Yeah, I can't complain.
This place sucks.
Because like we're losing coppers and we're making gold, you know.
Do they give change if you give us gold?
Oh no.
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 Mm.
What kind of place do you think this is?
A fine establishment.
No. You can bring change to the bank though. Anyway, walking into the bank, it is its own, seems like its own sort of guild. The bank here is a separate entity from the government. It's actually the largest bank in the entire continent, from what you know. And it's known as the Jade Serpent Finance Center. Jade
That's
Serpent
really cool.
Finance Center. And some people just refer to it as the Jade Serpent Bank, or the Jade Serpent, because it's more like their own organization, really. And you know, the halls are lined or just with marble as your Valerie's heels click as she walks down, and there are all sorts of decorations of coiling serpents around the pillars that line this, and it is quite nice. As you walk up to one of the tellers, this one just so happens to be a dwarven woman, with this like bright strawberry red hair, strawberry blonde hair, and she looks down with these eyes that seem to sparkle like sapphires. Hello, how may I help you?
Of course, and she produces out of her sleeve the check.
You got pretty eyes.
Thank you. And who should I cash this out to? As she looks at the check, she sees a considerable sum. Is it just one of you, or is there a group name that I can perhaps put this under?
Do you have a group name?
Not yet.
I think we haven't decided on anything yet. That seems like a thing for another day.
Interesting. Well, can I have just one of your names at the time?
Of course. I'll cash it under my name, Valerie Jocelyn Allard.
You're so lucky she's not Faye, because that would have worked perfectly. But no, her eye kind of twitches for a moment, and then she's like, oh, one moment. And she comes back, and two guards will walk up when she comes back a few moments later, carrying a chest that contains 2,250 gold that has been rewarded to you. Now, did you need help carrying this chest out, or perhaps you would like...
Is it could we have some of it converted into dragons, just so it's not quite as cumbersome?
Yeah, we could do that as well. We also offer special bags for a 200 gold fee that would allow you to carry this much more easily.
You're talking about a bag of holding?
Precisely.
Is that a one-off?
We only offer one bag.
No. Is that a, like, pay once, keep the bag?
Correct.
Yes, that's of course. We'll take the bag. I think that's worth having. Yeah.
So you will have 2,050 gold converted to 205 platinum pieces. So 205 platinum pieces and one bag of holding.
Yeah, so Valerie will take the all of the gold, or all the bag of holding and the currency. She goes, of course. I suspect we would be doing business together. Can I just curious, because I don't think I've ever seen anyone. And she shows the banker one of the electrum pieces. These seem unusual, don't they?
They do. Do you mind?
Of course.
She's gonna take a little eyeglass and hold it up. These are a very old currency from the Zaraxan kingdom out east before it fell. Normally they're found in ruins.
Yes. They must be a collector's piece.
They're about worth about 5 silver apiece.
A silver apiece?
5. And we could convert them to silver on 4 silver per quin, of course.
May I hold on to one, Valerie, if you don't mind?
I was going to suggest the same. Just don't eat it.
I don't eat at all, but I'll keep that in mind.
Of course. So yeah, we'll convert 9 of the pieces.
All right, so you'll get 45 silver in return. Wait, no, that's not math. 4 times 9. That's the word I'm looking for. Is that what is that, guys? How many 30? Oh, wait. I can't do math right now.
What are you trying to do?
What? Stop talking. I'm trying to do math right now. It's 36. Jesus Christ.
Cheese and rice.
36 silver.
Because a conversion rate costs one silver per piece.
Per piece.
That's disgusting.
Close.
I'm not saying that out loud.
Hopefully the next time we come here, we'll be able to set up maybe a group account.
We'd be more than happy to have your business, as we are the best financial institution in all of Inuoiolin.
Yes,
Is there anything
you
else I
have
could
quite
assist you with this evening or morning?
Just hopefully enjoy your day. If you can do that for me, I'll be perfect.
I appreciate it. And you would know that the main branch of the Jade Serpent is actually in Rubalon, which is the Dwarven Kingdom to the south, or region rather.
Okay. Anyone else have any business to do with the bank?
Nope.
Nah.
I'm not getting any funds here, so.
Where are you headed
Okay, I
next?
guess. Mages Guild?
Mages Guild. Unless you want to spend the money beforehand.
I mean,
which seems unreasonable.
But we're on the second level.
No, we're on the first.
Are there?
No,
First.
We're on the first level. We're on
For
the
all
first
the
level,
guilds
right?
that the bank is located in, also the government buildings and all the rich people.
And where would the shops be that would be required to buy the legit alchemist kits? They would be not on the first level.
You can buy them at the Alchemy Guild if you have a membership. Otherwise, you have to buy Black Market on the 7th or 8th levels.
Real want it from that dodgy man.
How much was the membership cost? It was quite significant, right?
300.
300 gold?
Yeah.
Oof.
And then the Alchemist kit from the guild is 50 gold.
Oof.
But
so
the membership
350
comes
gold.
with a free kit. One, though. You get one.
Is there a group discount?
Like my Happy Meal toy.
No, there's not.
How would there be a group discount?
I don't know.
That's not how this
Why not?
works. That's not how any of this works.
Please, Dad, please. Let me have it, please. I'll be good for the whole year, I promise, please.
Wait, why are we making such trouble? We still have 2,000 funds. Through 6 is at least 300 per nose. Am I mathing right? So whatever you're gonna do with that 300 is up to you.
Don't ask me. I barely knew 4 times 9. So
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah, you should double check on that click clacky thing that you used that one time.
Yeah, there's rest if ever anybody spends, but if we're thinking as one bag, which makes one party fund,
Which
then
the bag of holding had slipped away somewhere into her jacket. It's no longer visible on the outside.
Yeah, but we're just talking about it, and
the plan is to actually stick together for longer. We maybe should name think about a name. I wouldn't mind. I think our investigation into the dungeon or the mines was quite successful, and I think our collaboration for longer seems reasonable.
No, you're right. Yeah, titles are very important. May I suggest one?
You can certainly suggest one, and I'm sure it'll be brilliant.
Diablo Dorado and his entourage, his peons, something like that.
Okay, it was a little actually more disappointing than I expected.
Oh, well, you don't like it?
Let's take that name as a starting point for brainstorming.
How about Cram's Crazy Crew?
Oh, is this just going to turn into naming it after different members of the group?
Nope.
Aka's Dandies.
That seems wrong.
I won't say what I was going to think for Renatus because I think it was offensive.
And I would go for Daka's Magical Pals, but
Alpha Team Dynamite Wolf Squadron.
We're certainly not going to use something like the Seekers. What a terrible name. I read about it in a book, and what were they looking for?
Where'd you come up with that?
It was in a history book from just recent events. You know,
I never read that.
The Seekers, yeah. The Peekers were kind of interesting because they just kind of looked through people's windows.
There's a lot of a lot. You know, the Watchers.
The Creepers, which are just following people. I don't know.
Anyway.
I mean, we've got to figure out what kind of group we are. Well, I mean, Diablo and I were just a performing troupe before. Now
yeah, let's brainstorm names over a pint of ale later. But
Yeah,
first,
we can think about this later.
Let's go check out the Wizards Guild, and
let's discuss this during our downtime so that if anyone is listening, they don't have to listen to us drone on for a long time thinking about stupid names.
Unless we come past a wizarding shop for spells, I would like to, as I said, purchase the identify spell and that.
I reckon there's probably going to be one inside of the college.
Yes.
Where we're headed.
We can certainly look at the cost of Crom's desire to be an official alchemist. Look at buying potential magic. I assume we've got a little bit of spending money, so maybe look at some better gear for those of us a little squishier.
So you guys are, I'm gonna say you're going to the Mages Guild first.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got.
So you walk to the Mages Guild, and it's
right
not
there.
a very big building. In fact, it is a fenced-in courtyard that has this kind of magical barrier that is between two pillars with these stone statues sitting on top of them. And in the center of this courtyard is a gateway with kind of this like magic aura about it. And that is how you enter. However, as you approach the entryway into this courtyard with like kind of these like glowing blue and purple trees that are similar to the ones in last campaigns that you found in the Feywild, in fact, they're the same type of trees. One of the statues looks down at you, and it's a gargoyle. I'm sorry, but do you think that you can just walk into the Mages Guild with no credentials whatsoever? The other one looks down. Yes, I agree. You are not able to do that. That is not very good at all. You do not have any kind of credentials at all. You do not have an emblem upon you. I stop interrupting me. We are talking to you.
Valerie, were we walking in 3-3? They said we were waltzing in.
Yeah.
I would say. I mean, technically, I always do a little bit of everything in 3-3, but she's like holding up the paper.
9-8 or 3-4.
We have
3-4. 3-4. Yeah.
Before what time?
We could waltz like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
How about we shuffle our way in?
Valerie and Diablo
That'd be
actually try to waltz through the door.
As you hit the barrier, electrical shock is going to go through you. You're going to take 1 point of lightning damage as you're kind of like knocks back. They thought they could actually waltz through. They're clearly not wizards and they're not this intelligent. The other one. Oh, yes, I saw that as well. Mm-hmm.
I tried to show you my credentials, but you decided to make a joke, so we thought we'd follow up. We have credentials, right?
You have the letter of recommendation, and you have these 2 gargoyles making fun of you in the entryway.
Yeah. We have this.
They'll look down because they're still perched on top. Why didn't you just show that to the beginning?
Oh, because you two decided to be smartasses.
There's a line behind you.
Well, you should heal us for this damage for your joke.
Is there a line?
There's not a line.
Yeah.
No,
We have the great-
and the barrier will lower. How many are in your party?
Yeah. There are
6.
Quickly now.
There's 5 of us here, but 6 are here. It's one of them is kind of not present.
Very well. 6 may enter. Please check in with the clerk at the front desk.
Of course, we have the majestic magical wizard.
And when entering the gate, keep all arms, legs, tentacles, and other appendages in the gate at all times, unless you want to lose them.
Has anyone tested that theory?
Nah, I need my arms.
I'm not suggesting we do it. Anyways, let's go.
All right. So you step through the barrier.
I have seen that.
The gargoyles let you.
It's a mess.
The gargoyles let you through the magical barrier, keeping you out from this courtyard. And as you step in, that's like whatever your favorite smell is immediately what you smell. Perhaps it is the smell of freshly baked bread, or an apple off the branch, or freshly cut grass, something like that. And that's immediately what you begin to inhale as you walk into this area. And then you step through the gate, and it's kind of like the feeling of you suddenly dropping. Your stomach seems to like lurch for just a moment, but you continue to walk, and then you find yourself walking onto this polished stone floor in a octagonal room with a desk in the middle, and this kind of like ghostly looking person writing on a book as you walk in. And there's just like items floating around in what seems to be like predetermined lanes for traffic through the air. Like there's papers, books, other familiars, all this sort of thing kind of flowing back and forth as you enter this way. There's all sorts of chutes and channels that these items are going into as they find themselves through the guild and whatever rooms may exist in this interdimensional space. You walk up, and this is a very old woman's ghost, it appears. And without looking at, she has these spectacles on a chain that comes around the back of her head, just loosely on the end of her nose. And she has a perm with the silver hair and the robes that fade into translucence. Names, please.
Of course. She points to Diablo to start.
Diablo Dorado.
Diablo Dorado. Sounds exotic.
No, it is.
Baron Daka Crystal Gaze von Gorguts.
I'm just going to put Goblin Boy.
Do a little bit better than that.
I'm the only wizard in this group. That's kind of mean, old woman.
Goblins can't be wizards.
Yeah, I think, well, Chrome is from They Can Be Anything. No, what Daka, sorry, is from They Can Be Anything. That's what I hear. He's a
Oh,
baron.
and be wizards. Wow, you are really out of age.
Valerie Jocelyn Allard.
Uh-huh.
We got
Orna?
our friends here, Ornar.
All right. And what business brings you here today?
We have the writ of recommendation, right?
You do.
The recommendation from Sergeant Matthias. Yes, we are here to investigate something that we found in the mines that the sergeant from the Sunkeepers believed the you mages would be of assistance in just discovering the truth of.
I see. The letter is going to ignite in your hands. You may take the fourth door on the left. The Archmage of Demonology will be happy to assist you.
Of course, we can speak with somebody maybe more informed on the noble of Dorthoniac. You know, a goblin wizard.
Thanks, Diablo. But I think she's just lost.
Anyway, thank you very much.
No problem. Have a good day. So you walk down the hallway to the fourth door on the left, and you open up to find yourself in a room that has all sorts of books from the floor, and it goes up into a space that doesn't seem to end in many ways. There is a magical circle on the floor that has an imp that sits in the middle of it, just kind of like skulking, and it looks at you all and those beady black eyes, and it growls as you kind of walk by.
I'll look at everybody.
Don't listen to it. It will suggest some weird stuff, and don't cross the line of that circle.
Cross the line of the circle. Okay, good to know.
No, don't!
I'm assuming this is reverse psychology, so we should do the opposite.
No, seriously, that thing will sting you.
You hear the little imp will say, "I will eat your eyes for jelly." I do apologize for that one. You must ignore him. Stepping out is from behind a desk, coming out from a bookshelf is a drow mage wearing black robes that has their silver hair with highlights of purple coming down in a braid and spectacles on the end. He is young, middle-aged looking for an elf. I must apologize. But my name is Moral Tanlish. I am the Archmage of this guild. And that is where we're in the session for tonight. As what happens next is a story for another time.
Moral Tamlish. We've
never heard Tamlish before.
I feel like I've heard that name before, and I feel like I've drawn that before.
As you are greeted with the last surviving member of the Black Order from the Undoable Lake. So everybody, that is where we're going to end tonight's session for tonight. And thank you so much. We'll be live next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at twitch.tv/PrestigeGC for session 4 of Prestige Encounters Campaign 3. And we did previously announce that there was going to be a one-shot live tomorrow. That is still happening, but whether or not it's going to be live is tentative. So we apologize for that, as there are things at work that might prevent that from happening. I'm going to go ahead and pass that on over to Jeremiah, who plays Diablo Dorado, our Tiefling Monk.
Yeah, wonderful session. We had a lot of good role play there. A lot of fun moments. And we had a pretty challenging combat there. A lot of creepy stuff, a lot of blood, a lot of gore. A man hanging by his entrails. You know, that's pretty fun. Yeah, all around pretty great, and I'm glad to see. What is this? Our first reoccurring character?
Your first one?
The first reoccurring character from a previous campaign. Which, if you haven't seen campaign 2, you should definitely check that out. It's a great campaign, great characters. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens from this point on. And with that, I'll pass it over to Quentin, aka Renatus.
Hey, that's me. Yeah, great session tonight. Great fights going on. Some weird, creepy shit also going on. But that's what we come to expect from prestige encounters nowadays. But yeah, great moments between all the characters. Some great RP, some great fights. Great all around session, I would say.
Great.
Just great. Anyway.
Great.
But yeah. So as always, thank you to everyone in chat who was chatting it up. Thank you to all of our wonderful players for bringing this amazing story to life. And speaking of amazing stories, thank you to our wonderful DM, Michael, for putting it together for us and bringing us.
Amazing.
You're breathtaking. Anyway. Sorry, dead meme. Anyway, yeah, thank you to our wonderful DM, Michael, for bringing us all together each and every Wednesday here at twitch.tv/LichSouls, 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, that's all I got.
Channel name.
I know, right? It's amazing that they let us fit all that in the URL. But that's all I got. So with that, I'll pass over to Guy, who plays Valerie.
Of course, a lot of fun. That was horrifying. Like, we were warned going into that there'd be like some definite like horror vibes in a couple places, but yeah, really interesting fight. Holy crap, strong monsters. Good play on the team to survive that encounter. It's fun playing for a dungeon master who likes to challenge you if you're stupid. So far we're stupid because we play Dungeons and Dragons.
We're not just wrong, we're stupid.
We walk straight into it. Really looking forward to seeing what happens next week. I love the little character dynamic moments. It's a little sad that Ornar lost his vocal chip this week, but hopefully we'll look forward to seeing Caleb when he's able to come back. Hopefully next week, but if not, we love you, Caleb. Hey, Killian, guess what?
What?
It's your turn. I was about to pass it on to Caleb.
Oh yeah, right, my turn.
Yeah, this was a great session. Had a lot of fun. We got some
dynamics between the characters.
Looking for honeys and all those fun things. Asking questions, getting no answers. Looking forward to getting answers. And shooting off with a lot of creepiness. This definitely is a different vibe, and I love it. Over to Josh.
Yeah, really fun session today. We got our first big payout. Oof. A lot of gold. Put it all in a bag of holding, which is then going to get stolen, and then we'll have no gold and we'll be poor again. But it's okay, because maybe we found, the next big bad. Maybe it's this little widow girl that can just teleport through blood, because that's what she does. Or maybe she doesn't. I don't know.
She can teleport through us?
I didn't get it.
Sangromancy!
For like 12 seconds. Until she was crawling on the ceiling, and I was like, oh, well. What the hell? This is not it, man. I don't like horror. As in, I like horror, but as in, I get scared easily by horror, and it just creeps me out.
Oh, this is not the campaign for you then.
Yeah, no, Michael's doing a very good job at creeping me out. But yeah, no, thank you to everyone for role-playing, thank you to Michael. With that, I'll pass it back on to Mike.
Thank you so much, Josh, and don't forget, everybody, that you can tune in next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on twitch.tv/prestigegc to catch us live for our next session of Prestige Encounters, and you can catch our podcast recordings. What?
You want to say that Twitch link again real quick?
Oh, sorry. PrestigeGC is twitch.tv/souls because we went through a brand change almost a whole year ago. And there's that. And also don't forget that you can check our podcast recording and YouTube VODs on our channel the following week as well from the live session recording. I believe it's on Mondays now. It's on Mondays that those get posted. Sometimes Tuesdays, but mostly Mondays. And yeah, and that's all I have. I'm gonna see you next week here at our channel. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Und gute Nacht.